like that? It looks so tilted. I don't know what the fuck. Whatever, just don't breathe near it. Maybe if I scoot you guys. There. Okay, that's a little better. I just don't know why it looks like that. Maybe it's... Hold on. Whatever. I don't want to fuck around with it too much. Okay. Whatever. Okay, we got motherfucking... Hold up. Boom, boom, boom. Where we at? I got Abby. There you are. Okay. Abby, Rebecca, and Chelsea. What's up, y'all? How about you guys this week? Abby. My week was okay. Like I said, fucking today was probably the best day out of all the days. Okay. What's up, y'all? What up? I have to go back in on Wednesday. I'm like not happy about it. I gotta go back in Wednesday, but thankfully it's in the morning. Listen, I get it. I go in at 9:30, so just get it out of the fucking way. It went fine. I'm just not. Okay. Can I complain? Raquel, I got you too, boo. I feel. Hold on. I gotta bitch and complain here for a second. I feel like, okay, on one hand, trust me, I'm very thankful for doctors, all that shit. I can't help but shake this feeling that I'm, like, being used as the guinea pig. You know what I mean? Which, like, you know, fucking, which I'm fine with. I just don't like that we're not being honest about it. You know what I mean? I have to go back in and get another mammogram and ultrasound. I'm assuming it's to check what was done. I'm like the ultimate self-gaslighter. Watch this, probably something like seriously, like I probably have cancer, and I'm just like not accepting it. Listen, if that makes me live longer, that's how we're gonna live. You know what I mean? But they haven't said anything like that. So, what up, booze? Just so you guys know, I got Abby, Rebecca, Chelsea, and Raquel on the list. How was your guys' week? What'd you guys do? I had a good day today. I was busy as fuck today, y'all. And we're here, and listen, I love ending my week with you guys. I love coming on here on Friday, and I do love coming on here on Sundays. It's been kind of a nightmare trying to get on here during the week as of lately. Excited. What? I am the biggest fucking wimp when it comes to this shit. I truly am. I hope I don't get banned for saying any of this. Or for whatever. You can just follow me on YouTube if I do. I am like a wimp when it comes to even like getting like pap smears. Like I fucking can't even. I'm like, I had to have my kid come with me the last time. I was like palm sweaty, fucking panic attack, and it's like not even shit. You know what I mean? Like they don't even do anything. They like literally check and like, you know, take some samples and shit like that. Like it's not even really that bad. I do too. Oh my god. The dentist is the worst. I know. I hate the dentist too. Why is that? If I had to pick, between the dentist and the doctor, I might pick the dentist. I might pick the dentist. Yeah. I think I would. You want to know why? Because I feel like the dentist, at least in my experience, I feel like my dentist doesn't like drag things out. You know what I mean? I feel like he gets it done and we move on with our lives. I feel like my doctors, maybe, I don't know. Am I overreacting? Oh, I forgot my ring out there. Hold on. I gotta put a ring on. Hold on. Damn, hold on. I gotta put a ring on. Hold on a second. I can never remember which one's which. Is it that? I don't know if it's the right size. Hold on. That's not. That one's not. What up, baby? Yo, if you on, let's get it. Oh, I love that. Who's all in here that's on? Is that the right size? Hold on. Oh, yeah, that one's way big. Okay. It's this one. I do love that ring. This is this one. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, anyway. What was I saying? Oh, who's all in here besides Chelsea on the list? I got Abby. Well, Raquel's probably in here. I got Abby and Rebecca. Are you guys in here? Because I'm finna just fucking get into it. Okay, let me get this shit out of my way. Yeah, I didn't post a poll or alright, period. Well, should we just get into it? I didn't post a poll or anything because I knew I was gonna come on here. I just didn't know what time and shit. And so I ended up posting like kind of late. I think I ended up posting, it must have been around 12:30 or 1. I was walking into a meeting as soon as this is chatting about medical tests and feeling anxious. Sorry, the AI shit on there. Listen, I'm gonna just get into it. Let's fucking just go. Period. Whatever. I love Fridays because there's hardly anyone in here. Okay, hold on. Chelsea, you're gonna be my first one then, bitch, because I don't think anybody else is in here besides you and Raquel. Hold on, boo. Did you send me? You did send me your message. Okay, hold on. Word, okay. Hold on, I have to see what this is. Hold on. I would agree with that. You need to start posting on social media more, bitch. Period. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, hold on. Chelsea, hold on, boo. Let's do this first one, and then, well, I will. Yeah. I was getting ahead of myself. Hold on. Thank God we're here, and thank God we're reading tarot. Oh my God, I haven't read tarot for days. Hold on real quick. Hold on really quick. I gotta check something. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. Okay, Jesus, I just need to make sure I got that done. Okay. Otherwise, I would have been thinking about it the whole time. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. I need to hop in on YouTube. I knew I was forgetting something. Hold on. Hold up, YouTube. I'm coming. Hold on. Where's my shit? Is that music too loud or is it okay? Because that speaker's like right underneath you guys. Yeah, let me know if that's like too ridiculous. I'm sure TikTok's fine, but TikTok, if it is too loud for you, let me know. Did that work? Word, okay. Okay, now we can continue. All right. Let's fucking get into this. Work! Okay. Let's do this first one, boo. Let's go. I'm gonna pull a couple tarot, and I'm probably gonna get career oracle on this. This is good. Oh, I thought I was gonna be the fool. Hold on. I want to do. That's good advice. I want like 3 more for that though. Okay, word. And, okay. I'm gonna fly through this. Oh, well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to fucking get through this super quick. One more. Okay, I like it. Okay. I like the advice. Walk with me. So, High Priestess, 5 of Wands reversed, which is good considering like the context that you wrote on there. Okay, High Priestess, 5 of Wands reversed, 7 of Swords. Hierophant, 8 of Swords reversed, 5 of Swords, which I do like. I just want to get, I don't know, like... 4, I'm going to come to the advice. I'm going to like get to the advice at the end of this. But as for like manager, colleagues, shit like that, amazing, right? This is the shit you want to see, especially Hierophant coming out with this. But the High Priestess coming out, of course, I know this is cliche, but it's true. I understand why it's coming out. High Priestess is where you are stepping into the unknown, right? Okay, I know, like, whatever. Okay, we love the cliche, whatever. We're stepping into the unknown. However, what's on the other side of that, which I do appreciate tarot being like this, is because, okay, I can't tell you everything, but I can give you a little peek beyond the veil here on what this is going to look like, or what the advice for this is going to be. 5 of Wands in the reverse coming out is a fucking thank God, right? 5 of Wands in the reverse coming out, especially with the context that you wrote on there. 5 of Wands in the reverse represents like harmony, peace, getting along, reconciling. You know what I mean? Like 5 of Wands in the upright is absolute chaos, fighting. You know what I mean? Anger, all that shit. When it comes out in the reverse, it's where we're cooperating, we're solution based, you know what I mean? We're coming to a solution, we're working together. And I want to add that 3 of Pentacles is coming out on bottom of the deck too, which 3 of Pentacles does represent teamwork, right? Okay, now this is not just going to be, you know, like it's easy, you know what I mean? Or this is not going to happen without some effort on your part. And then that's where 7 of Swords that's where 7 of Swords steps in, right? 7 of Swords is a cunning, manipulative card. You know what I mean? And it doesn't always have to be a fucking bad thing. I understand what it's saying in this because of the 5 of Swords that's coming out underneath this. I'm like, oh, absolutely. I mean, like, this is, yeah, okay, she's stepping into the unknown. Of course, it's like this 5 of Wands in reverse where there is a lot of cooperation, teamwork, harmony, solutions, getting along. You know what I mean? Like, wonderful. But 7 of Swords coming out is where she is going to have to, not where you're like fake as shit. You know what I mean? Where you're like going into work just fucking fake as shit. Like, that's not really who you are. But 7 of Swords is where you do kind of mask. You know what I mean? Like, you do this to me would be like, okay, this to me is someone who keeps their work life very separate from their personal. Do you get what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, like I get along great with my coworkers. Like, yeah, they like whatever, we talk, you know, we kind of shoot the shit and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not going out with these people. At the end of the day, like, they don't know what it looks like truly behind closed doors with me. I'm not really close to them. And that is 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is extremely fucking smart. And the Hierophant coming out, I do like, and I'm going to kind of swing back to the 5 of Swords, or the 7 of Swords here. But the Hierophant coming out, I do like, because this is where, like, management, supervisor, like, it's that kind of energy. I love that coming out, especially with 8 of Swords in the reverse next to it, because it looks like your relationship, I kind of feel like your relationship with your manager or like your supervisor is probably going to be a more tight one. It looks like they're the ones that really, I don't know, like ease your mind, like ease you into it. It's someone that you can go to for answers and shit. That's what Hierophant is, right? And it's having that effect on you in that Eight of Swords in reverse, where it's like, I'm not mind fucking myself. I'm not over here where I'm letting my anxieties completely take control of me. You know what I mean? It's where you actually get a handle of that. But it's with help from this Hierophant, right? Five of Swords. This is also where they're probably going to help you with that Seven of Swords shit too. And so you might notice this kind of behavior from your manager where you're like, yeah, my manager, like, it seems like they get along with everybody. Like, it seems like they're really good at what they do. They seem to get like God, I remember working for a fucking supervisor who was like this, and I remember that being my like when they say that, like, what's the fucking saying my husband always says? He's like, yeah, people don't quit bad jobs, they quit bad management. And I'm like, yo, this is so that, because I remember working for one supervisor in particular where that woman dealt with so much shit, but at the end of the day, when I was going through fucking anything, if I could go to her and there was a solution immediately, you know what I mean? That she did not play shit. She did not get caught up in work drama. You know what I mean? She was a Scorpio, by the way, if you were wondering. I loved her. I loved working for her, but she was like that, where it's like, I can be open and honest and close to you, but not where I'm like going over to your fucking house playing, you know, Cards Against Humanity type shit or something like that. It's where I had a close, I guess, like just a close working relationship with this person. You know what I mean? Like I loved working with her. I loved being a coworker with her. And so that's very much what I'm feeling here, or what I'm seeing here. Yes, feeling here. But like the Five of Swords coming out, that I guess my point to fucking wrap this up is that it looks like this person's going to be kind of helping you, and you might see that they have that quality about them where they do have firm fucking boundaries. Where it's like, I'm close to my manager, but I'm not like that. Like, you know what I mean? We're not like besties, like, but I am close to her and I respect her and I like her. It's very much that kind of relationship that you have. But, that would be my only, I guess, advice with this. Is very much like Seven of Swords, Five of Swords shit, where it's like, yeah, there's a really close working relationship, but don't let anybody, don't get too close. You know what I mean? Like, don't get too vulnerable with people at your work. Keep them at an arm's length. That's very Seven of Swords. I get that. That's hella good advice, actually, from tarot. That's really good fucking advice for anybody. Okay, hold on. Hold on, Boo. Sorry, I'm like, I'm gonna go through this quickly and then I can't shut up. Okay, I'm pulling the career oracle. Okay, on the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Independence. Okay, I like that. Independence. It's time to go out on your own and create your own business. Or try something well outside of your comfort zone. And then brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. And then power position. I don't think I've seen this one in a fucking minute, Boo. Power position. You're being promoted to called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. I don't think I've seen that one in a minute. Okay. Where did I break? All right, hold on, Boo. That's what I care. Okay, hold on. I didn't get like too ahead of myself. I am glad that you asked the second question because that's what I was curious about. Oh my God, I swear to God, if I didn't. But, okay, as long as we don't see like Page of Swords or, you know, I'm gonna even say like a Knight of Swords or a King of Swords, I think we'll be okay with this one. Okay. Oh my God. It could never be about him. Okay, here we go. I don't like how, I knew it. I knew this was gonna go bad. All right. The Magician started it out, so I'm like, okay, we're not off to a great start. Page of Swords in reverse. But listen, we'll get into this. This is kind of the same shit I feel like we were I don't know, that we were pulling the last time were kind of like the same shit that he's been challenged with, but Magician, Page of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups. I do like these next three. Justice, Hanged Man, Queen of Cups, which I do like. Let's get the ugly shit out of the way first. Magician, Page of Swords in the reverse, Five of Cups. Oh my god. Magician coming out is the ultimate, it is the number one ultimate fucking manipulator, right? It's manipulative energy in the deck. It is what it is. It can be bad, it can be good, you know what I mean? In this instance, we're seeing, okay, he's not using this for the best, right? Like, he's not using this in, like, I don't know, like a fucking, like, King of Wands. You know what I mean? He's in a fucking Page of Swords in the reverse with that Magician card. The Page of Swords in the reverse, any page is extremely immature energy, right? This is immature. Hold on, sorry. That shit was frozen. I hope, is my internet connection okay? I hope it is. Anyway, it's very immature when it comes to intelligence and communication, right? And so this is where he's being extremely manipulative, like, in his mind. Yeah, this to me is like, oh, 100% this is him, where he's, like, rationalizing, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Immediately on the fucking defense, immediately, like, shitty, you know what I mean? Like, immediately defensive, I guess I should say. The Five of Cups coming out after that, though, it's like, oh, okay, well, this is what that mask, I guess that's what this fucking mask is hiding, right? Of course he's got some feelings about this. But what he is not confronting, what he is being challenged with right now, is justice, right? Hanged Man is God challenging you to see something fucking differently, and he's not going to let up until you learn the lesson, right? Lessons are repeated until they are fucking learned with a Hanged Man. You are going to keep repeating the same shit. You know what I mean? It's miserable. And so Justice coming out with that, it's like he's encountered with being fucking honest, with being accountable, with having some integrity, with having some morals and values, right? The Queen of Cups coming out with that, obviously it's being you. You know what I mean? And I read the fucking thing. The Queen of Cups is very vulnerable energy. The Queen of Cups, and it is a sign of strength, a Queen of Cups in the upright. A Queen of Cups in the upright. Think of, like, Princess Diana. She's a perfect example of a fucking Queen of Cups. It's where someone can wear their heart on their sleeve and they wear their vulnerability as strength. It's not where they're, like, overly emotional, just, like, dumping their fucking emotions on people. They know how to reel it in, but they know how to communicate about their emotions, like, you know what I mean, effectively, without projecting that onto other people. But anyway, this is what he is being encountered with. I do like that you're coming out as a Queen of Cups with that, though, because it's like, yeah, what you communicated, it was from a place of vulnerability, but not one where you're, like, I don't know, like, vomiting fucking emotions all over someone. That's not it. It's where you're communicating with clarity about your emotions. You're communicating with them so other people can empathize, other people can understand. Anyway, yes, rationalize, but he knows it's about him. Like, stop. He knows it's about him, bitch, okay? This might have changed. This third one. Hold on. This might have changed. Okay, yeah, it's clicked to him. Like, of course it's clicked to him. I guess, like, him doing anything about it is, like, another fucking thing. Absolutely. Yeah, it's clicked to him. One more. Yeah, it's clicked to him. Is he gonna, like, do anything about this right now? Fuck no. But Four of Wands, Five of Swords, Queen of Cups. Love that. Two of Swords, Knight of Wands in reverse. World in reverse, which I do like a World in reverse coming out with that. Because World in reverse represents the lesson has not clocked to you. You know what I mean? You're not fucking learning it. And so I get as to why that's coming out, though, just considering that last one. Of course he knows. You know what I mean? Of course. Is he going to do anything about it and, like, you know, I guess, like, fix this or make amends? Fuck no. That's Two of Swords, Knight of Wands in reverse, right? He's still stuck in this whatever, you know what I mean? We kind of knew this from like the last question that we just did. But the Two of Swords is where he is stuck in this limbo, right? Of course, he's stuck in limbo in his head. He's over here where whatever. He's probably rationalizing 1 minute, honest with himself the next. You know what I mean? Two of Swords, he's ping-ponging shit back and forth. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I just wish I would have seen different cards come out with this. Fuck, dude. Because it's like, okay, I guess good thing is at least this kind of behavior is starting to clock to him. Like Knight of Wands in the reverse is exactly the type of fucking behavior that he did. Is where that's what Knight of Wands does, right? Like Knight of Wands, they are extremely impulsive with their energy. They do not think things through when they do them, before they do them, after they do them. They do not give a shit. They just do, right? And so why I say that like what a perfect card for that is because like Knight and King of Wands too, but any Wands energy is very sexual energy, right? And so I'm like, oh, what a perfect fucking card for that. Yes, of course, is this clocking to him? Is he gonna do anything about this, or is he gonna like try to fix this? Is he gonna try to like whatever? Is he gonna try to like be in a justice energy? Not right now. Anyway, that's not Five of Swords. That is where that's a lot of his defensiveness that is coming out with this still. But anyway, I am happy to report that yeah, it's clicked to him. You know what I mean? Word. Hold on. Stop it. Okay. I'm gonna guess we're probably gonna see like Page of Wands with this. Oh, Ace of Wands. Oh, two more. One more. Hold on. One more. I'm kind of shocked that he didn't, I'm kind of shocked he didn't have a page come out with this. Anyway, I like the first three. Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, reverse, Five of Wands. This, I like the first three though. You know, this is where that's kind of sad. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if maybe this is something that, if this hobby or whatever was something that he is kind of like near and dear to his heart, but maybe he hasn't done it in a long time, is very much, I could get that from this because it's making him like Three of Wands, right? It's where it's opening up this, I don't know, it's opening up this side of him that he probably hasn't fucking, opened up in a while, right? Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. It's something that he's very passionate about, that he gets very excited about, you know what I mean? That he also loves doing. And so I can't believe the Six of Cups didn't come out with this either. And so I'm like, okay, I like that. This is probably something maybe he's lost, like he's kind of disconnected himself from. And like him seeing that, he's like, oh my God, yeah, like that, God, like doing that made me so happy. Like it's such a passion of mine. It's a love that I have. I could see where, especially if he's like disconnected from this hobby, I could see where he's let a lot of these responsibilities, which really aren't like fucking responsibilities, right? You're not seeing like a 10 of Pentacles come out with this where it's actually like legitimate, or you know what I mean? A Two of Pentacles can be where you're putting too much on your fucking plate. You know what I mean? You are exhausting yourself. You're putting it's you see that in that card, but that motherfucker's just juggling that shit, right? And it's like you're kind of wearing yourself thin. Are you putting too much on your plate? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and so this is kind of an excuse for him. You know what I mean? Where he's like, well, that's why I haven't done that in a while, or that's why. Hold on. That's why I haven't done that in a while, or that's kind of why I lost, like, disconnect with that hobby that I had. Anyway. He'd be a lot fucking happier if he would just, or if he would stop with the 2 of Pentacles shit and trying to do so much shit. Or, like, even, like, a 10 of Wands. Like, he'd be so much happier if he kind of just, I guess, like, got his priorities straight. Whatever. Okay. Word. Hold on. Oh my god, I can't even. No 8 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles, Lovers, Reverse, Magician. 6 of Wands, 10 of Cups in the reverse, and then 4 of Pentacles. He, like, ain't there. You know what I mean? Like, 7 of Pentacles, we're off to a good start, right? Because 7 of Pentacles is where you are, like, reflecting, you know, you're doing inventory, you're looking at what you've done, right? That also, whatever, the 7s are reflecting. 7s are pauses, we're reflecting, right? I'm like, okay, he's reflecting. But then where he goes with this, 6 of Wands coming out underneath that is what is getting in his own way, right? 6 of Wands is his pride, 6 of Wands is his ego. The Lovers in the reverse and 10 of Cups in the reverse is where so this to me, I'm like, damn, like, he ain't even, like, there. Like, he's not even there. Like, he's not even letting his mind go there. He doesn't reflect on that. Like, he doesn't think about that kind of shit. He doesn't let himself, you know what I mean? 10 of Cups in the reverse is where the visualization that you have, and you know what? I would love to get my fucking hands on him. Because 10 of Cups in the reverse is, like, the visualization that you have of, like, a happily ever after. It is fucking skewed. You do need to alter some things in that. Like, what you are visualizing is not a fucking reality. But the Lover's coming out in the reverse there, he's so disconnected from it. And I know that this is not the first time that I've talked about this with his, like, when I pulled cards for him. Because I remember, like, going off about this probably a couple weeks ago where I'm like, boo, like, and I can't remember what the fuck it was. I think maybe we were pulling on, like, past relationships or some shit like that with him. And I'm like, maybe it was the last time I was on here because I was talking about how something, like, the relationships that he had with other people, or, like, his past relationships were very, like, shallow. They weren't very fucking deep. It was kind of like a performance. You know what I mean? You just didn't really feel like this, I don't know, just this vulnerability or this fucking star card energy really come out in his relationships. And so I'm just seeing that here where I'm like, there's some work that needs to be done, boo. Like, the visualization that you have as for a relationship like that, I don't know what the fuck you visualize, but it ain't it. Yeah, this just looks like he's not letting himself think about this. He's very detached. What's bottom of the deck? Jesus. I would love to meet him. I really would. Okay. Word. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. I almost skipped that one. Hold on. I hope this was the date. Hold on. Please. Hold on. We got like 4 more. Hold on. Oh, it could be. Okay, hold on. One more. Give it to me good. Please be a date, please. It, I will say, it's not really giving. It's not really giving like out with the girlfriends. I'll tell you that. Okay. Only because the fucking Four of Wands is coming out with this, where I'm like, okay, like, it makes my ego happy. But Five of Wands in the reverse, Hierophant. I love a Queen of Swords, right? But Five of Wands in the reverse, Hierophant, Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, Devil in reverse, Strength. I actually love that shit. So it doesn't, not so much like out with the girls or like out with my friends and shit. No. But what he does see is someone who's reclaiming their independence, someone who, because that is Devil in reverse, right? Devil in reverse is an extremely independent energy. It's where you don't, and I love a Strength with that too, because it's not, and I love that a Six of fucking Wands didn't come out with this. Because this is where you do not need the approval of like men, or you don't need the approval of, you know, whatever, your friends or your fucking family to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Strength is where it's like, I know who I am and here it is. You know, fuck you if you don't like it. Strength is where you have a strong relationship, or you have a strong relationship with your self-image. You know who the fuck you are. Queen of Swords coming out with that. He's seeing, I don't know, seeing like a stronger version of you. I do like a Four of Wands though, because that is a relationship. You know what I mean? So I do. I like it coming out because I'm like, okay, so it was, I mean, it did cross your mind. It did cross your mind that could be possibly what she's doing. It didn't cross your mind that she's out with the girls. Not even on bottom of the deck. Not even on bottom of the deck. A Page of Pentacles came out. That would be, Page of Pentacles would be that. It would be a date. It would be. It would be having suitors. Hold on. Oh my god, sorry you guys, it's my indigestion. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get sick. Stop! Okay. So I can see where it goes. Oh god. Ooh. Okay. This does, yes, you are set apart. This is so fucking messy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I don't even know where to fucking start with this. I'm gonna start with you actually, because I feel like let's just get the good news out of the fucking way. So High Priestess in the reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, Devil. Okay, hold on. I need to like get my fucking head straight. Hold on. I need to, before I get into this, because I want to be respectful. I don't want to get banned. You know what I mean? Okay. He has, wait, this is such a Gemini thing. Oh my god. Okay, because I'm like, he's got 2 very different types. You know what I mean? Or 2 different, like, I don't know. Like you have Chelsea over here, and then you have like probably I don't know, like a majority of like people that I don't know that you probably find on like his Instagram following list or some shit like that, or like you look at his track record and you're like, what's going on here? This doesn't make sense. Okay. On one hand, this is Chelsea in this hand, right? This is Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. This is lovely. You know what I mean? This is what we were talking about earlier. Where it's like, this is someone who is in touch with their emotions. I'm like, Queen of Cups is beautiful. I know I give her a fucking hard time. But I always used to say, you know, like, don't get a Queen of Cups fucked up. I know I give her a lot of shit because I like, we're in our Queen of Swords era over here as of lately. You know what I mean? But, or however, Queen of Cups, like I was saying, they're ruled by the heart. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They're ruled by compassion, empathy, love, intuition, kindness. You know what I mean? And so, yes, those are qualities that those are their morals, values, and shit, right? I always used to say, like, don't get a Queen of Cups fucked up, though, because the moment that you do take advantage of that person, or if you try to, right? Clearly you're seeing he has. That's a fucking Seven of Swords and a Devil. If you take advantage of a fucking Queen of Cups, did I say Queen of Swords? I meant Queen of Cups if I did. If you take advantage of a Queen of Cups, when she has worn her vulnerability, like, out there, right? It's a sign of strength, truly being vulnerable. If she gets the feeling that you're taking advantage of her, or if you've straight up taken advantage of her, a Queen of Cups would not hesitate to take your fucking head off. You know what I mean? They wouldn't. That they won't say, well, I guess her king would. She probably wouldn't. But, like, don't get that kind of energy fucked up. So I do like that. I do like that that you are like that. You know what I mean? And Page of Cups coming out with that, I think that's what he needs in his life. I think that if he was with an energy like this, it would heal a lot of his like inner child type shit. That is Page of Cups. It's where you are able to get in touch with your inner child and heal and be, you know what I mean? It's a huge sign of vulnerability too, being a Page of Cups. So he's got that, right? He's got the way that Chelsea is, that, you know, that type, I guess, in this one hand. On the other hand, oh boy. On the other hand, High Priestess in the reverse and a fucking Queen of Wands in reverse. I just want to start out by saying fucking High Priestess coming out in the reverse is Dark Night of the Soul shit. It is where you are not connected with intuition. If you were connected with intuition, who do you think you'd be with? You know what I mean? Of course you'd be with a fucking Queen of Cups. But when you're disconnected from source, when you don't have that connection with God or intuition, it is dark. It is scary. You know what I mean? You don't have that spiritual connection with other people. What kind of connection does he have with other people? Queen of Wands in the reverse. He is probably into, and this is no shade, I'm trying to be nice. Let's just be honest. Queen of Wands, regardless, is good. It's good looking. You know what I mean? Queen of Wands, they are a smoke show. Regardless, upright, in the reverse, they're a fucking smoke show. Queen of Wands in the reverse depicts like the fucking attitude behind that, though. You know what I mean? The way that queen carries themselves, their personality. You know what I mean? A Queen of Wands in the reverse is someone who's jealous, selfish, vengeful, fucking mean. It is where they use their looks, they use whatever, they use their sexual energy to get what they want, and there's not any depth behind it. You know what I mean? A Queen of Wands in the upright, I mean, we have them on here all the fucking time. I tell you guys about this shit all the time. A ton of you Leos come out like a Queen of Wands in the upright, because it's like, yeah, of course we know you're good looking, but it's the energy that you carry behind that, right? It's the confidence that you have within self. Like, your personality is what draws people in. That's what keeps people watching you. A Queen of Wands. A Queen of Wands is meant to get attention. You know what I mean? When it comes out in the reverse, it's like there's no real depth behind that, though. Like, you're only getting like this kind of attention. You're not keeping people's attention. You know what I mean? You're not fucking grasping it and holding on to it. Anyway, and so he's probably really into, you know, like, I don't know, looks, big butts. I don't know. Fucking Jesus Christ. I don't know. He's probably into, like, trashy shit. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. He's probably super into trashy stuff. Is there any depth to it? Fuck no. You know what I mean? But anyway, I mean, that's his devil. You know what I mean? Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Go ahead and ask my husband how that fucking worked out for him. You know what I mean? Hold on. That doesn't fucking surprise me. Word. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, word. Okay, word. Sorry. I wanted to just read what you wrote on there, boo. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I know I kind of went long as shit on those. Hold on. Who's all in here? Did Abby come in here? I think I seen Rebecca. Rebecca, are you in here? Oh, word. Okay, hold on. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta double check and make sure I didn't miss anybody. I hope if Abby, oh wait, hold on. Like I say, if Abby don't hop in here, I'll just refund her at the end of this. Where? There we go. Okay. Hold on, I gotta add Elena on there. Word. All right. Abby, Rebecca, Raquel, Elena, let's get it. All right, Rebecca, hold on, boo. Hit it. Okay. Rebecca, where are you at? Okay. Okay. Word. Okay. Ooh. Hmm. Okay, word. Yeah, I might, let me pull tarot. I want to see what comes out with that career one on this, though. Hold on. Two more. One more. Or two more. I like it. It's not bad. I mean, overall, yes. And love that an Empress is coming out on bottom of the deck with that. Overall, yes. I mean, this isn't gonna be, I mean, like we already know this, though. It's not gonna be just, fucking, smooth sailing from here. But this is a yes. I like a death card coming out because it is. I mean, ultimately, yes, right? It is going to be a huge change, a huge transition. It's a huge fucking shift that you're gonna be going through. Yes. Five of Wands in the reverse coming out. There could be, because I like an Eight of Wands and that Ace of Wands, or excuse me, Eight of Pentacles and that Ace of Wands coming out, because I'm like, damn, no, that's great. You know what I mean? That is where that work and shit is paying off. The passion's there, the opportunities are there, the work's there. I'm trying to think of like, well, what would that be that she's like? I'm gonna have to see what comes out with fucking Oracle, because Five of Swords in the reverse, it does represent where you're kind of like you have to let go of something. You have to, like you have to fucking compromise something. You have to like let go of this one thing. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, that didn't work out. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, what is it that's, I guess, like there's something that I know sounds so cliche. You're like, I bitch, that could be anything. But that is a Five of Swords in reverse where it's like, I mean, I kind of have to just like wash my hands clean of this, or I am going to have to compromise this one thing. But at the end of the day, like, hey, I have this, right? Okay. Yes, it is going to be, you're going to at times be questioning if this is your intended path, if this is what you should be doing. But overall, I mean, that is a yes, boo. Hold on. Let's just see what the fuck comes out with Oracle. Okay, maybe that. All right. Saving face. You may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job, or you may need to smile and make nice to get the position that you want. Word. You will need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test ideas. Okay. Okay, word. Strategy. You need a step-by-step plan. Okay, I like that. All right, you need a step-by-step plan of action to reach the next level. Get advice from someone who is already where you want to go. And then on the table, word. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. Okay. Word. Hold up. Okay, word. Word? Okay, hold on, though. Let's see how this fucking goes. Let's go. I get that. I'm wondering if this is something. You have to remind me. This looks good, but this is all advice for this. Because, like, Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck, great card. Page of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. World, Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, right? Period. Fucking love that. Like, the world is where it is success, right? We love that. And so it's like, okay, ultimately, yeah, that is what is at the end of this, right? And yes, Two of Cups is where you are, like, making those connections. We love that. That's great. Nine of Pentacles is also where it's like, okay, you're finding your independence, you're finding money out of this, you're finding some security, stability out of this, period. The advice for this is Page of Wands in the reverse, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords shit. Page of Wands in the reverse could be where this is either something that you have, like, had in the chamber for a while, right? You could have even fucking done this before. Page of Wands in the reverse, though, it's where, because any page, right? Those are the planners, the people who come up with ideas, the people who, you know what I mean? They're like spitfire and shit out. Page of Wands in the reverse, it's where, like, I have those ideas, but I'm not talking about them, or I'm not like trying to create a plan with them. You know what I mean? Or I know I need to, like, sit down and, like, really come up with this strategy or come up with this plan, but then I just don't do it. You know what I mean? Eight of Swords obviously is a huge fucking factor into what is probably taking you out. Eight of Swords, we already know it's mental imprisonment. It's our low self-esteem. It's the fucking lies that we tell ourselves. And then Four of Pentacles. So this to me is like, oh, this is someone who, they have a lot of great ideas. Absolutely, they fucking do. There's someone who is extremely passionate. We're seeing that clearly with Knight of Wands too. But it's like they don't have enough confidence into executing these, and instead they stay in a Four of Pentacles where they just kind of, they clam up, they hide out. They stay into their fucking shell. I can't believe a hermit didn't come out with that. This is a yes. I love a Nine of Pentacles coming out with that, but yeah, this is, oh god, I know. I can't believe a Fool or a fucking hermit didn't come out with this. This is definitely where you gotta put yourself out there. Fucking A. And just do it. And fuck it. Fuck it if you do make mistakes. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Okay. Oh god. Okay, word. Hold on. What? Please. Let me do something more. What is this thing? What is this? What is this? What am I thinking? I love how I'm like, someone in here that's a psychic, read my mind. What is this that I'm thinking of? What's the term that I'm thinking of, you guys? Like, you guys knocking now. There's this term. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. There's this term. Oh my god, what is it? Anyway, okay, you know when you like ask open-ended questions to someone? You're asking whatever, you're asking open-ended questions to someone. What is the fucking term for this? You ask like open-ended questions to make something like their idea or to like make them self-reflect and shit. There's a term for this. What is it? It's like a manipulation tactic type thing. Like a lot of like therapists and shit use it. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? What is the fucking term? So what I want to say, is it Socrates? I think it's Socrates. Is it the Socrates method? What is it? Is that what I'm thinking? I think it is. I think it's the Socrates method. It's the Socrates method. That's what it is. That's what this is. Google it. Google it. I need you to fucking, Rebecca, I need you to fucking Google the Socrates method, and I need you to fucking go in. I need you to fucking pop your shit, okay? Because that's what's going to land with a fucking King of Swords, right? Oh my god, are you out of your fucking mind? A King of Swords would eat this shit up, dude. Are you out of your fucking mind? But what I like, okay? King of Swords. Okay, now we know how to get in there. Now we know how to like, now we kind of know how to get our point across. Whatever. Is it manipulative? I mean, if you want to fucking call it that, but you know what I call it? It was, oh, you can't think of it. This is 48 laws of power type shit, okay? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, this kind of method is going to like fucking nail it home for her. She's gonna love this shit, right? She's gonna eat this shit up. World and Hanged Man coming out though, so it's not where it's like, oh yeah, you're completely fucking avoiding it, you know what I mean? Like you're not saying anything to her, we're just gonna let this go, we're just gonna let her keep getting away with this, you know what I mean? No, fuck that. She is going to be challenged with a Hanged Man, you know what I mean? She is going to be challenged with a perception, and so of course that's such a great fucking method for doing that. If you look up that method, what you do, right, when you're doing like the Socrates method, is you ask these probing questions. You don't fucking answer them and you don't put your fucking input into them, right? You ask these questions where you're like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a way that I can manipulate my husband. I don't know. I would be like, what if okay. If I wanted like another ring, okay? If I wanted another ring, I'd sit there and I'd be like, look at this. You know what I mean? This is such a pinnacle fucking thing to do. I'd be like, look. It's like getting things inside on there. Like shit. You know, and then you're gonna fucking like damn, that's gonna turn like green. Or it's not like it would, it's real gold. But like that's gonna turn green, that's gonna go musty and shit in there. And then he is gonna be like, well, I have to solve this problem. He's gonna be like, well, what are you gonna do? Can you clean it? I'll be like, no, like you can't get in there. I'll be like, fuck. And then he's gonna be like, well, do you need another one? I'll be like, well, our anniversary is coming up. Like, it would be some shit like that. Do you get what I'm saying? But obviously, like, you know, use this to what the fuck you're trying to get after. But that is Hanged Man, right? Hanged Man is where her perception is being challenged, right? World card, I do love coming out with it. The Six of Wands in the reverse coming out with that, though, and the fucking moon is where this shit is not going to clock to her unless you can kind of get her to play into her ego and shit, right? Get her into. I mean, yeah, God, this is just 48 laws of power all day long on her ass. I'm telling you, this is look up that method and trick her in conversations this way. So this is not where you're like straight up being hold on. Yeah, this would not be where you're like being vulnerable and you're like, I feel this way. When you do this, I would like it if we talked more. I'd like it if you mess it. That is not it at all. This is where it's like, I mean, I'm hitting her where it fucking hurts and she doesn't even know it. You know what I mean? Like, I really am. I'm striking her fucking ego, but I'm doing it in a way that is so manipulative. And it's not bad. Like, this is not bad doing this shit to people. You know what I mean? Fuck. Sometimes, I mean, my God, a King of Swords would eat this shit up. If you clocked a King of Swords like this and you really got into their head, of course they're going to change. Of course they're going to change their perception of things. But yeah, this is definitely where you are bringing it up, but it's in such a cunning way. Anyway, I gotta fucking Google that because that's some good shit. That's some good shit. Okay, I knew that looks familiar, but I'm pretty sure that that's the method that I'm thinking. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. This is definitely your ego like flaring up in this. It's your confidence that's making you fucking question this. That's like not the which I am. I mean, oh shit, hold on. My phone's dying. Hold on, babies. Hold on. Shit. Let me know. Shit. Let me know if you guys can see me. Oops. Am I back? Can you see me? Okay, word. Okay. This is your okay. Listen, this is no knock or anything. Okay, I fucking get it. This is just tarot. The Strength card in the reverse coming out as first motherfucking Strength card in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse. This is where, like, the energy that is being brought from this fucking question, it is based in low self-confidence. It is that strength in reverse. That is where we are. The relationship that we have with our self-image is completely fucked. You know what I mean? Like, we're like, I don't even fucking know who I am right now. You know what I mean? I'm acting all insecure and shit. The Five of Cups that's coming out in the reverse. So I like this because this is a way out. You know what I mean? This is a way out. We can view this differently. The Emperor in the reverse, though, my only, I guess, concern with this, right, is like, fuck, man, when she gets into a strength in reverse, Emperor in the reverse is a nightmare. It is the ultimate fucking controlling energy. And which I get. I'm the same fucking way. If you catch me on a goddamn bad day and I'm, you know what I mean, and I'm like insecure in self and shit, oh my God. You know what I mean? My poor husband, he's probably the only one that really gets the brunt of it. But Emperor in the reverse is a nightmare. It's extremely controlling energy. Why? Because they can't control themselves. You know what I mean? So they want to control everybody around them. Everybody, everything. The Hangman, 10 of Cups, Chariot card coming out. I'm like, boom, there you go. Hangman in the reverse is where she has this psychic change. She fucking pulls her head out, right? And she's like, what the fuck? You know, oh my God. Like, you're right. I was looking at that crazy. Like, why am I even asking that fucking question? 10 of Cups coming out. This is where the visualization that you have of your guys' relationship, right? Your happily ever after, it can be a reality. It's within reach, right? Absolutely. Chariot card coming out with that. It's like, yes, that's where it's like, yes, this goal that you have, and I believe that she probably has this too. this goal that you guys have, this, you can grasp this. It is fucking possible to have this relationship, absolutely. So this is, trust me, this is not where she's like fucking dating around or anything like that, for sure. Okay. Okay, word. Should I? Let me just see what comes out with this. I might see what comes out with that one. Hold up. Let me just do like 3. Oh. Do you want to take a guess on what that card is? We have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, Temperance and Fool. Listen. Not really, but there is advice with this, right? Because that's 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. That is your only thing that you have to, and trust me, I tell her the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? That is the only thing that you have to watch out for. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, it can be where you are not putting in the effort. You know what I mean? You're being lazy. You're being entitled. Of course, it can represent that. It can also represent where you are trying to rush a job. You're trying to get everything fucking done too fast, right? And I'm like, okay, Temperance coming out with it, which I'm sure it could be both of those, right? But like, I'm like, oh, okay, this could be where it's like trying to rush the process. Temperance coming out with it. I know. But Temperance is divine timing. And it is a hard motherfucking lesson. Oh my God. You will sit in a fucking Temperance until you get it. You know what I mean? Like, God will make you sit in a fucking Temperance. They don't care. You think we're stubborn? Try to challenge God in a Temperance. I dare you. You know what I mean? Like, see who wins that war. Like, God's gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. I got forever. You know what I mean? Shit, I'll stay here forever. I don't give a shit. I'll stay here until you die. I don't care. Temperance is divine timing. It will work. It will pan out in God's timing. And yes, patience is such a hard lesson with that. But God, like I said, if you think you're stubborn, try to challenge God in the fucking Temperance. It will. You know what I mean? Like, no, they're not. No, not really. That's my only like suggestion for this. Is like, of course, like make sure that you're not, I don't know, like getting lazy or complacent or not putting in the same amount of effort. But also, this is not rushing it. Having fun. That's Fool too. Like, don't fucking forget to enjoy the moment. Enjoy the innocence that you guys are in right now. Okay. Word. Excuse me. Hold on, boo. Oh, yes. That is a yes. The only thing that I can see, like, turning this left, is your own head. Other than that, it looks good. Like, dead ass, I'm not kidding. Like, I don't even think, like, the money thing would even be that big of a fucking thing. Because 2 of Pentacles is where you are figuring it out. Hold on. And you are. That's my only complaint with this, boo. Hold on. That's my only complaint. Is that 9 of Wands in the reverse and that 8 of Swords. Other than that, those cards are great. Queen of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. No, it's great. I'm not even worried about it. You're figuring it out. You know what I mean? Even if there was like a money thing, I don't know. I'm not even saying like that's a thing. Like 2 of Pentacles is where it's like we're figuring it the fuck out. We have the resources, right? 3 of Pentacles coming out with that. This could be whatever. Like you guys, that could be you guys just planning it. You got whatever. It's looking like to me you guys already planned it. It's going through. You know what I mean? And yes, it's a collaborative effort. Blah blah blah. We know that. My only hang up into this not working is literally your head. That's it. Like that's 9 of Wands in the reverse and 8 of Swords. Is your head taking you out, bro? Nine of Wands in the reverse. I don't know how, but I'm just gonna say, be on top of that shit. Because Nine of Wands in the reverse can be like your stubbornness or refusing to compromise. That could be stubbornness, refusing to compromise, giving up too easily. It could be that too. Anyway, that's it though. There ain't nothing that's like, yeah, that looks like a yes. That's my only complaint though, boo. Okay, anyway. Hold on. Let's go. Okay. Oh, word. Should have made her pay for it. Okay, hold on, boo. Okay. Should I do Oracle on this one too? This is good. That is good. That is a yes. God damn, boo. I'm so curious what like your moon sign is. There's just a lot. Like you've seen that just all over tonight. It's so much fucking stress, like just mental, you know what I mean? Just mental exhaustion that comes out of her. That literally again is like my only complaint with this one too. Like this looks good. I love to see a Page of Wands in the upright coming out. You know what I mean? This is where like those ideas you're executing that shit. Three of Cups. You're also working on, what is it? Like your. Why am I brain farting? Three of Cups is like community and shit like that. Like your connections. What am I thinking? I guess connections for lack of a better term. That is a yes. Let me just see. Hold on. Okay. I feel like you have this one. That's cute though. You got the same one as last time. I'm gonna read that one again. I think that one was on bottom of the deck. On the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise or promotion or a step up. Okay, word. Cutting ties. You may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. And then movement. I know, it's like whatever. It's cute though. You'll make good progress. You're making good progress now, excuse me. You will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. Money matters. I get that. Okay, money matters a lot right now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. Interesting. Answers. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you find unique ways to stand out, and you find a new job opening with job security. Word. Word. All right, hold on to this. Howdy. Oh, now my boobs hurt. Hold on, y'all. Bam. Abby, did Abby ever come in here? I don't know if I've seen her tonight. Or Raquel, are you in here still, boo? Hold up, y'all. Abby, Raquel, Elena, Gabriella. Word. Okay, hold on, boo. Hold up, boo. Okay, hold on. I gotta see what you wrote in there. Is it just a general? Is that what we doing? Word. Okay. What deck should I use to put this on? Maybe I'll... hold on. I'm gonna use this one. Maybe. Ooh. All right, Raquel, you know the drill, boo. I'm gonna try to reel it in, but I can't promise anything. Okay. Let's just see what comes out. Okay. You know the drill, boo. Let's go. Thank God. I love doing one questions, but god damn, sometimes I just need to I need to let my brain kind of fucking stretch its muscles. Let's go. What is this fool about? Uh-oh, what are we doing? What's going on? What is this fool? What is this? I don't want to take both of those. I do want to see what they are. Okay. One. How fitting. I'm all thanks to the context, Sarah. Goddamn, again. See, Raquel knows how to get a fucking reading. This is exactly what you need to do. You know what I mean? You come in here and you're just like, I don't know. The fucking just see what comes out. Tell me what I need to hear. This is why her readings are bangers, like every time. Her readings are just loaded. That is how to do tarot though, dead ass. If you don't know what to get a tarot card reading on, you don't really need to. You just tell them to fucking start bowling. Okay. 2 of Cups! Okay. Listen, 2 of Cups doesn't, and you'll have to remind me because I'm wondering if that came out on bottom of the deck with the last one. But 2 of Cups, yes, it can represent, like, you know, relationships, like romantic relationships, shit like that. But 2 of Cups, it just represents connections. You know what I mean? Friendships, family. Yes, romantic relationships. It's close, intimate, personal relationships. This is what's ruling this. And girl, are we going to get the fuck into it? Just buckle up and please just walk with me. Okay. Full Magician coming out as current energy. Well, we started this reading off with a banger. Full card, which are the first 2 cards in major, or excuse me, in the tarot, right? Of course in Major Arcana, but in the tarot. Full Magician. Full is our first one. Full represents this, and I know it's cliche, but it's true with that card. It represents this new path. That's what he is doing, right? This is what Homeboy's doing, is he is taking a leap off of the cliff into the unknown. It's beautiful energy. It's one where it's to be admired. He's doing this with no fear. He has no clue what the fuck is coming up for him, right? He doesn't know the kind of challenges that he's going to be up against. He has no idea, but he's just doing it. He's like, I don't know what I'm about to encounter, but I'm going for it anyway, right? I want to see who I become at the end of this journey. Love Fool. Magician. Well, she's moving along nicely. I mean, she's coming into Magician, right? What Magician is, which I am happy to report. Of course, this is like, okay, we are, I know cliche, but it's true. We're in this new beginning. I know it's cliche, but it's fucking true. The Magician card coming out with it. Now what she is doing is that she is looking at her little table, right? That's what Magician's doing in this card. He's looking at his table, and what you will find now in your current situation, currently in your life, is that you are going to find that you have the Pentacle, the Cup, the Sword, and the Wand. What do those represent? Ace of Cups represents your self-love. You give yourself some fucking credit. Like, seriously, you do not like start, you know, you don't start, at least us at our age. I don't know how old you are, but like, you do not start like a fool and a fucking magician by like not going through some shit, which clearly you have. You have a tower and a ton of wands coming out in the past position. This is very, I don't know, this looks to me very much like reawakening. Yes, it's like we're embarking on a new journey, but it's so reawakening where it's like what she's going to find, Ace of Cups, is that she has the self-love now. She knows how to properly love self. Ace of Pentacles, she knows how to fucking take care of herself too. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't, and she knows how to not rely on anybody. She knows how to be self-reliant and not crazy, you know what I mean? But she knows how to be self-reliant. She knows how to be independent. She knows how to take care of self and like her materialistic needs. Okay. And it's not like, it's not this shallow thing. You know what I mean? I hope you don't take it that way. Ace of Swords, what she will find is that she does have new insight. It's different. It's more mature. You know what I mean? It's more intelligent. It's more seasoned. Ace of Wands coming out. Yes, this can represent, which I know like it gets overlooked. And God, this shit is just smacking on your fucking wands too, in that subconscious and in the outcome. Wands does represent like our sexual energy, right? It does represent our passion, our sexual energy. It also represents our spirituality, right? It represents our spirit, our soul, like what lights us the fuck on fire on the inside, right? And so she is finding these things. Most importantly, it is definitely the wands that we're going to be hitting on in this. Now, when we look in the past position, what you see here, her wands took a hit. But you see, and this is probably not the first time that we've seen this, Tower card coming out. Again, I know it's cliche, but it's true with that card. This is where she has been through some shit. She has. She's been through Tower. This is where this is so reinventing this reading, where it's like, of course, you see that she's in here in the past where she's like living this different life. Probably extremely different from the way she's living now or how she's living her life now. But Tower is like this. She built her foundation. She built her life on a faulty foundation. God came in and obliterated everything that she had going on in her life. And so, yes, of course, and probably most importantly, it could be your relationships, right? Like when you look back on your past, it's like, damn, like any romantic relationship I was in, they're nowhere to be seen. Anybody who I had in my life during that time, friends, they're nowhere. Family, I don't even see those family members anymore, whatever, right? It's like everything that she had going for her, it got obliterated. It comes in for a purpose. That's why I love Tower, right? Tower comes in when God is like, you can't live like this anymore. You're not doing anything to fix this. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to fuck this up so you can get on the right path, right? Tower is extremely hard, of course, for us, but yeah, for God, because God has to sit back and let you go fucking through it, right? And God has enough faith in us where he's like, if I obliterate everything in her life, I'm going to take a step back. I can't be anywhere near her. I can't fucking save her. She has to save herself, right? And that is where God has faith that you will. 10 of Wands coming out with it. This is where she's not sitting over here in like an 8 of Swords, or she's sitting over here in like a fucking, I don't know, like a 5 of Cups, where she's like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like Tower just beat my ass. You know what I mean? Beat the fuck down. No. 10 of Wands is where she got her fucking wands, she got her shit, and she moved forward, right? This is where she probably did a lot of work. Oh my God, she probably did so much work to get just even to this point, right? Are you kidding me? Probably a long time, probably many years. Now, hey, where should I go? Let's do Page of Wands, World card. I'll go there. That actually is a good like transition point. Page of Wands and the World card coming out in the subconscious. This. Now we're going to start talking about like the Magician. We're going to start talking about the Wands part of that, right? Because it looks like to me that this is probably something that she... Yeah, we got the, you know what I mean? Yeah, we got the self-love. Yeah, we got the pentacles. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I got like the swords and shit like that. I got that shit down. Now I'm in this Wands, where Page of Wands is that you are starting to, this could be absolutely starting to explore This can be where you, of course, you were exploring like your spirituality, right? Absolutely. And that means probably not in very like, I mean, probably in like unconventional ways. This could be where you are, you girl, I'm going to go over as fuck on this. I'm so sorry. Hold on. This could be where you were experimenting. Who knows with what? That's how Page of Wands is, right? You could be exploring through witchcraft, through hoodoo, voodoo, tarot, the Bible. You could be fucking Buddhism. You know what I mean? You could be like exploring so many things. That's how Page of Wands is, right? The world is literally at Page of Wands' fingertips. This could also be where you take little pieces of whatever this is, right? This is probably someone who's exploring all kinds of that shit, right? This is where like Page of Wands would take little bits of all of that and make it their own. Of course, you could be experiencing something like that too. I also wanted to say that if you are, sorry, I know I need to like tone down on those, so I'm like drinking so much because it like really revs up my indigestion. I was going to say, if you are questioning your sexuality as well, pop your shit, because that is definitely this. If you were like, I don't know, I'm like, like I'm stepping into this new era, and it could be anything. It doesn't just mean, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I was straight, now I'm just like, I'm gonna try women. This could be what the fuck ever, you know what I mean? This could be, it doesn't mean that it's just like between sexes or between, like you're going asexual or bisexual or homosexual or pansexual. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Page of Wands can also be, please don't ban me. Page of Wands can also be where you start exploring. Hold on, why is that not plugging in? Okay, sorry. That was my phone wasn't plugged in. This could also be where you start to explore, if you get what I'm saying, if you get what I'm putting down, kinks. You know what I mean? It could be, I wish there was another word for that, because I don't mean it so like, you know what I mean? But exploring your sexuality, and I don't mean in just like the ways that we think, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm like, I'm going to start dating women now. Or I'm going to start dating men now if I dated women. It's not necessarily that. It's, this is very much like, I would suggest anybody who has this in like a, yes, you want to know who depicts this really well is, and I know it's so corny, I know it's so corny, but just hear me out. What depicts this really well is 50 Shades of Grey, and I know it's so cringe, but it's true. That character in that movie depicts that Page of Wands so well, because she has no fucking clue. You know what I mean? Like, she's a Page of Wands. She has no fucking experience. But she's like, this door opened. Who would I be if I walked through it? That's fool. What would happen if I walked through this? What would happen if I did this? You know what I mean? Like, it's where it's like, like that kind of shit, right? It doesn't have to be that. Absolutely it can be. But yes, it is where you are starting to explore things spiritually, but also things sexually as well. Now that we're up past that, the sun in the reverse in Justice, this is where the advice comes in, right? Especially if you go full fucking send into a world like that. You know what I mean? That's a good movie to watch. That would be a good movie to watch for you. If you full send into a fucking movie like that, you do see her go through this shit. You know what I mean? You see her where she's like, I don't know if I can fucking do this. I don't know if I can live like this. I don't know if I can be in something like this. And you see where he's like convincing, but she goes through like this sun in reverse moment where it's like, this shit ain't all that it's cracked up to be. You know what I mean? Sun in the reverse is where you are looking back on the shit that you are going through. Yes, currently, you're going to have this point in the future where you look back on this and it's a sun in reverse, where it's like, there are lessons to be learned with it. That's why Justice is coming out with it. This is going to be a season of your life that you're going to be telling some stories about. I'm just curious what it is that you're going through. But sun in the reverse is where you do look back on your life and things are skewed. You know what I mean? You've been through this thing. Let's just say like you I'm going to use that movie as an example only because that's the one that's at the top of my mind right now. Let's say that you go through something like that and you have the sun in reverse moment where you're sitting there and you're looking back like, what the fuck did I just put myself through? It is where it's so important that you do not like slip into like morbid reflection in that sun in reverse. And that's why it's coming out, because God's like, I see that you're over here where you're looking back on this, but you're looking at it skewed. You're looking at it in a sun in reverse where you're looking back on what you've been through right now, where you're looking back on what you've been through and you're seeing it wrong. Like you're seeing yourself as like this bad person or this dirty person, or like maybe you shouldn't have explored that religion, or you shouldn't have explored that sexuality. You shouldn't have explored that. But it's like, no, you came out in a justice. What you came out with is stronger morals, values, integrity. You came out, my God, you came out in a sword's position, right? You came out, of course, like fucking, what is it called when you like sharpen your knife, you know what I mean? You came out on the other side of that magician with that. And so this is where what you will be experiencing, I'm gonna say probably for like the next fucking year, what you are experiencing for the next year. Yes, you're gonna have this moment like a year from now, whenever, right, where you look back on it, you're kind of beating yourself up, you're looking back on it a little morbid. Justice is on the other side of it, though. This is giving you stronger morals, stronger values, stronger integrity, stronger backbone. King of Wands, Five of Swords as well. This is where we're also hitting on Wands again, where I think Wands are going to be just a running theme in your life for the next year. You're coming out on the other side of that as a King of Wands, though. That's stunning. That's beautiful. Five of Swords coming out, that there you see where she has in her swords, how I was just talking, where it's like, damn, she really like sharpened that fucking knife. That's that Five of Swords. That's where I'm like, oh God, it's like more of a backbone. That's Five of Swords as well. This is where it's like, I know things. There's no one out here, now that I've been through this year, there's no one out here that's gonna like fucking try to tell me different. I've lived it. You can't tell me any different. You know what I mean? That is Five of Swords. It is a stubborn card, but it does not necessarily have to be bad. It's someone who has a backbone, and it's someone who does not back down. You know what I mean? Someone who doesn't back down from what they know is the fucking truth. So anyway, I wasn't expecting that reading to be that fucking deep, but buckle up for the next year, bitch. You're gonna have your motherfucking hands full this year. What should I get? Just for shits and giggles, hold on. I just want to see what comes out. Should I do this one? I'll see what comes out with this. Maybe that is. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so you can open up again. Okay. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change. Accept them or let them go. And you need to express how you feel to the ones that you love to see how they feel in return. That's good advice. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. That's good advice. Okay, whatever. Sorry it was a fucking long on that. All right, hold on, dude. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry I went so long on that. Oh my God. Okay. Hold up, babies. Did Abby ever come in here? Elena, are you in here, Boo? Oh, there you are. Okay, hold on, Boo. Hold up. All right. Hold up. Where you at? There you are. Okay. Let's see, bitch. Hold up. Hold up. I need to fucking chill on those ons. My stomach's upset. Okay. Here we go. It's not a bad thing. And it's not even you that I'm rolling with. It's not you at all. It's him that I'm like rolling my fucking eyes at. This hanged man has been on like people's asses the past few weeks, man. And he's one of them. He's in hanged man, which I don't like. You know what I mean? Because hanged man, which I mean, obviously, yeah, it explains like the no response shit because hanged man is a major arcana pause, right? And yeah, I know that like Tarot's giving us some context. I know. Hangsman is where, and I trust me, this is not me justifying it or like saying what he's doing is right. But Hangsman is where he is being challenged in his perception right now. He ain't doing a good job with it. We'll come back to it, right? But Hangman is where his perception is being challenged right now. Yeah, of course, like that's ultimate fucking response if someone in a Hangman is not responding, not doing anything, just staying there, just staying in this fucking Hangman position. He's in a King of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands, which, okay, I mean, that is a silver lining. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords in reverse, Magician in reverse, Hierophant, I am happy to see that. But King of Wands in the reverse is how he's reacting in this Hangman. He's reacting to that shit all wrong. This is like, when you see a Hangman, you don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want Hangman to flip your ass upside down like that. To where, like, your behaviors are reflecting a Hangman, but your perception is not. Hold on one second.
Nice fucking try.
Where was this? Oh, thank you.
Hey, I had a ring on, see?
No, I'm talking about like.
I have the ring on.
Your hair looks good. That's what I want to do this weekend.
You want to do your hair? What are you doing?
Talking to Ryan on the phone.
Oh, you tiny girl.
We're having a girls' chat.
I love
about the
that.
gym.
Are you playing your game too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, bye.
Okay, love you too. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm just gonna start from the top. He's in a hanged man. Oh, that's what I was saying, is that his perception is being challenged. His actions are what is like flipping in that hanged man instead of his perception, right? The King of Wands in the oh my god. King of Wands in the reverse is someone who, and this isn't whatever, it just is what it is. He is trying to act like he is so confident that like shit don't bother him. That's how King of Wands in reverse is. They like to put on the act that they're the shit, that nothing bothers them, you know what I mean? They're totally cool, they're fucking whatever. And it's like, you're not there. King of Wands in the reverse is extremely insecure. They're extremely jealous. Hold on. Okay, we're alone. They're, what was I saying? Immature, jealous, controlling. I'm just like fucking so sick of seeing it. The Ace of Swords in reverse coming out. It is his perception. This hangman, it's just he's struggling in this fucking hangman right now. I don't know how else to say it. That Ace of Swords in the reverse is like where he's like gaslighting self, not seeing shit clearly. Of course, this is coming out in his communication or lack thereof. Magician in reverse is where this is just someone like I don't even know how else to say it. This is just someone who's like masking the shit out of their self-esteem right now. Trying to act like he's so confident that things are going great and they're not. This is not a bad thing that you sent this, but I do think, however, I do think that it ramped up some of this fucking behavior. You know what I mean? Which is not bad. It's not bad. It's meant to push it along. Of course, liked it. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be like, well, you didn't like it or what. Yeah, I mean, of course he did. That's Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is not a bad thing that you sent this. You know what I mean? It's pushing this along. It's challenging him more. He's just such a mess. I can't. God. Hold on. Just for the fuck of it. Hold on. Just because, like, whatever, that was cute, but hold on. Okay, just shut up. Okay, hold on. I feel overwhelmed. I am drowning in my own thoughts. Oh my god. I don't want, this one sounds gnarly, but like I don't want it to, it sounds, I'm just gonna read it, but this is so King of Wands in the reverse. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. My pride and ego, another King of Wands in reverse. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted to hurt you too. It's difficult for me to process my emotions. I am not available right now. I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. I won't admit it. Whatever. Hold on, boo-boos. The shit. Hold it, y'all. Did Abby come in here? I don't think she did. Gabriella, are you still in here, boo? Hold on. Oh, word. Okay, hold on. Hold it. Oh my god. Okay. Stop. I fucking told you, by the way. Oh, I fucking told you. Okay. Oh, stop. That. Okay. Hold on. I got ahead of myself and read that second one. Hold on. Don't. That trick pissed me off. Oh, hell no. No, that's what we're not gonna do is fucking do that, okay? Hold on. Oh, that straight pissed me the fuck off. You're a better person than me. You are. Okay. Hold on. Let's just do this first one. Hold on. Bitch, what the fuck? Does this deck not want to be used for this? Okay. Let's see what's up. What a mess. Okay. Hold on, boo. Stop. Okay. Let's get into it. You know the drill. Bro, that dealer looks fucking shady, bitch. Like, right from the rip. Oh, God. I don't think... Oh, my God. Stop. Stop. Okay. I'm happy to see that. This is definitely going to take some... This is definitely going to be you, like, forcing, like, just being fucking persistent at this. That dealer is coming across like shady boots, bitch. Like, what the hell? Okay. I am happy to see, like, them come out with a Hierophant, though. It's like, okay, well, at the end of the fucking day, like, they are doing what they say they're gonna do and shit like that, which I do like, but I'll come back to it. They're coming out as a King of Swords in reverse, where I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Word. Okay, let's get into it. So, I'm gonna start with current, which, whatever, we'll just get this the fuck over with real quick. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands in the reverse. Obviously, I mean, I like this, right? Because this is where, I mean, like, thank God. Like, Six of Pentacles is where there is help out there. You know what I mean? And this is where you kind of are getting thrown a fucking bone in this situation. Absolutely. Of course, like, the Eight of Wands coming out, it is fitting in the reverse, right? Because it's like, yeah, I mean, we do know that this has to do with, like, vehicle situation where that part of your life has been slowed down. That's why it's coming out in the reverse. I want to talk about, though, because this reading is probably going to be mostly, like, advice on how to deal with this fucking guy. So, like, King of Swords, so let's explain him. King of Swords in the reverse, Hierophant, Knight of Swords, which I am happy to see, but I don't, so, like, the dealer right from the fucking bat, shady boots, bitch. Like, that's King of Swords in the reverse. This is, and of course, right? Of course, like, whoever this is that you're dealing with, this is, like, of course they come out like a King of Swords in reverse. It is someone who they are so good with their words. They're so good at manipulating. You know what I mean? It is kind of embarrassing, though, for, like, a King of Swords in the reverse, because it's like they think that they're kind of fooling everyone, or they think that, like, this mask that they're wearing and shit is, like, everybody believes them, and, like, everybody's, like, it's their world and everybody lives in it, right? That's how King of Swords in reverse is. And so it is kind of embarrassing for him, where it's like, okay, you can stop the act. Like, I get what's going on here. I will say I like the Hierophant coming out with it, though, because this is where, like, and the Knight of Swords, because this is where he's following through with what he says he is doing, right? So if he tells you that he's, like, reaching out to contact them, if he whatever, this is where he's, like, following through with that shit. But the way that you're gonna have to fucking deal with him, I think that he is going to, it's gonna be a fight. It just is. Like, that's the Five of Swords, Tower, Fool, Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords. I'm at least happy to see that, like, in the subconscious. This is, like, coming out in the subconscious. This is that Page of Cups. If you are persistent at keeping up at this, absolutely, like, Nine of Cups is at the end of that. Nine of Cups is where you were going to get, like, what you were hoping for, what you're wishing for out of this situation. This is causing a lot of... This is, like, such a fucking headache. I don't even know how else to put it. This is going to be a headache dealing with this. It is. That's Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's going to be a fucking headache. It's going to be just one more thing that you're going to have to deal with. And if you want, goddamn, if you want anything done with it, it is going to be where you do not fucking let up on this person's ass. I'm really curious. I'm going to pull more. God, I'm really curious if anything's even going to fucking come from this. Hold on. It does. Can I see maybe when? Okay, that's good. It does. Okay, it does. Oh, that's not as bad, bitch, as I thought it would be. This could be Cancer season. Okay. This doesn't look that bad. This is where it is getting fixed and repaired, bitch. That's 3 of Pentacles, and that's probably around Cancer season. That actually does not look that fucking bad to me. That is so shady. I'm like trying to stop myself from like falling more on that energy because I'm like, what the fuck is your deal, bro? That's so shady. Anyway, I am happy to report. I do like that. Thank God. The 3 of Pentacles is where it is getting fixed, right? It's whatever. And that is a good card to see, obviously, with a question like this, because a lot of times the 3 of Pentacles will represent like mechanical type of work. So I am happy to see that. But the Chariot coming out, that yes, of course, like Chariot is Cancer season, shit like that, but that is, of course, like progress forward, but it represents being successful with it. And so it does look good, but damn, I don't know if that energy that's coming out with like who the fuck you got this from is so shady, bitch. This looks good though. It's, my God, this is just gonna be a fucking headache though. I don't even know what else to say. Whatever. Should I get, hold on. I just want to see what comes out with it. Oh, okay, word. Hold on. Can I see either one of those? There is one of them. Hold on. Probably more than money. It's more money, but they're probably gonna drag it out. It is money though. That is. It is money. My only complaint about this is that it could drag out until like Scorpio season. But that does look like that would be money. It's 9 of Pentacles. Word. Okay, word. Whatever. I just wanted to see. I was kind of hoping that something more money would have come out with that. Okay, whatever. All right. Hold on, boo-boo. Hold it. Hold on. That's fucking wild to me. There was this one thing, and I'm pretty sure that it got done to my, I have an Avio, a little fucking 5-speed, and I remember this one that I don't remember who the fuck told me or where I heard this from, but like someone told me that like you can tell when a dealer has like gone into the vehicle and like reset all of the shit in it. And what they do is they like pop the fucking door off, and you can always tell because of the way that like the door opens. And I swear to God, it always stuck into my head. And so when like I opened the Vio's door for the first time, because whatever, I just like got it. I just randomly fucking got this vehicle one day, whatever. Okay. Didn't drive it or anything, right? As soon as I got it and like opened the door, I'm like, this vehicle's been fucked with. Like, I think this vehicle's got a lot more miles on it than it's saying. Okay, anyway. Hold on, boo. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my shit together. Hold on. Anyway, I am happy to report that that is money coming out of that thing. That looks so fucking shady, though. Oh my God. Hold on. I gotta get this shit. Ishwan. Oh, I'm fitting to fucking read the fuck out of this one. All right, hold on. God, I hope this is a Gypsy one. I hope this one just like reads him to filth. Please. Okay. Okay, you know the drill. Let's get it. I'm a little scared for him. Okay. Oh, stop. Listen, stop. Listen. I'm gonna give him grace, okay? I'm gonna give him grace. Because we knew that this reading was gonna be messy. We knew that his reading was gonna be fucking sideways. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give him some grace. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. I'm gonna take him. Okay. I'd like your guys' Just hang on, okay? Spiritual attack and no contact is coming out on bottom of the deck. Spiritual attack, and listen, yeah, like we're looking at this obviously from like a higher perspective, right? Because there is a lot more going on here than just him being a fucking asshole, you know what I mean? But like spiritual attack, hold on. Okay. Is my connection okay on here? I hope it is. Spiritual attack. This is where, and trust me, we're going to get into reading him for filth, okay? But like spiritual attack coming out does represent where these two people are triggering each other, right? For the purpose, and I will say I do think it's being done, for the purpose of them having some kind of awakening, for a light bulb to go off, right? In order for them to fucking change, both of them, right? The no contact coming out, obviously, yeah, that's where we're at in the physical right now. That's how, like, these two people are dealing with it. It is where they're giving each other the silent treatment. And yes, this could be where you block his motherfucking ass, right? Now, contemplation and guidance is coming out as current challenge or situation. I get it. And now, trust me, your energy is a lot more like Queen of Cups, healing, loving up in comparison to his. This would be like a Queen of Cups probably and a fucking King of Swords in reverse all day long, no doubt, right? But the contemplation coming out, it is where both of these people, they are like in a Seven of Cups in this situation. They are unsure of the other person. They're unsure of how the other person's feeling. It's being very sketched out. It's whatever. It's being like Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, right? Being sketched the fuck out. Yes, it can also represent playing games with that person. I would say that's more so him, and I will come back to him. But the guidance card that's coming out with it, that represents a spiritual journey, right? That's what these two people are on. And you see that all over in this fucking reading too, even in that outcome. Now, should I start? I'm going to start with him. So mind games, oh my God. Okay, mind games, distraction, spotlight came out, and the distractions and spotlight came out together, and I'll come back to that. Mind games, let's fucking talk about it. This is King of Swords in reverse all day long. This is where and I fucking knew it and I felt it when I read that. I'm like, he's manipulating. This is like gaslighting 101, right? This is the ultimate fucking gaslighter. He's not saying he's a narcissist. He's acting like one right now, but I'm not saying he is. But mind games is where they're fucking gaslighting you. They're testing you. You know what I mean? And it does represent where he's like emotionally unavailable right now. This is ultimate crash out. This is ultimate crashing out over here. Spotlight distractions coming out. Holy shit. This is King of Swords in reverse. It is like spotlight represents where it is a narcissistic energy, right? Not saying he is. We all have this. You know what I mean? He's just in the shit right now. The distractions coming out, what he's doing is that he's obviously, I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's where he's distracting himself from this situation. He is trying to, whatever, keep busy, keep his options open, kind of like it's such a, I can't wait to fucking see what comes out with his tarot. It's such a sick energy that's coming out with him where I'm like, you're a train wreck. You're a train wreck, and you're like over here playing this mind game with her, and thank God it didn't work. But you're over here where you're like kind of gaslighting her and playing this mind game with her, like trying to like beat her the fuck down. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to like beat her the fuck down mentally and emotionally. Like it's really fucking weird. And you're over here with love. Thank God, right? You're over here with love that lasts and heart repair, where I'm like, well, good for you. Seriously, like this is where like the shit that he did, where he thought that this was gonna like knock you off. He thought he was just gonna knock you down a peg. Love that lasts is where Gabriella hasn't lost that vision for herself, right? Where she's like, no, I want a long lasting, real, like, commitment relationship. That's what I want. I want something that's timeless. Heart repair that's coming out with that. This is where she is, of course she's healing. Of course that's like individually she's healing, blah, blah, blah. But this is also where she does believe that love truly does conquer all at the end of the day. So I love that he did not like beat this kind of like Queen of Cups, Page of Cups type of shit out of you. Not literally, this is metaphorically. TikTok. The caught and really committed this time is coming out in the subconscious, where the caught card is kind of a little more, I don't know, there's a little more weight to it, I guess, than like what it sounds like. And this is not me justifying his shit at all or anything. I do think that the commitment that you wanted or what you communicated, I do think it caught him by surprise, right? I do think it did surprise him, and not in a bad way. I believe that he wants the same thing. I'm curious. I just have to put a pin in it because I'm like, yo, what is at the root of this? Like, why such this crash out nasty energy coming out from you? It's disgusting. I'm going to put a pin in that. But feeling, and I know, girl, like, I know you don't want to hear this shit, but feeling it again and soul contract is coming out as outcome. Soul contract is what it sounds like, right? I mean, and here we go. Let's bring it back to the fucking bottom of the deck and the current, and you know what I mean? Let's bring it back to what this is really about. Soul contract, yes. There is a soul contract that's in place here. You know, it is what it is. The feeling, again, is what it sounds like. You know what I mean? That to me is like these two people are reconnecting somehow. I mean, my God, I don't know how it's gonna fucking pan out, or like what's gonna happen until then, or how that's gonna happen, but we're gonna see. That is what that is, though. I mean, it is a real, genuine fucking soul connection these two people have, and it is real feelings that they have, and that's them feeling it again and reconciling in that outcome. I'm a little shocked by that. My God, I don't know. Let's see what comes out. Hold on. I like it. Oh, this is just fitting to fucking, my God. Good for you, man. You cut it the fuck off. Good for you. Ooh. Icy. Good for you. God, I'm so curious if you're going to come out like that Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. I'll take it. I'm a little surprised. I thought she was going to come out like a Queen of Cups. I'll take it. Good for you. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to fucking try to reel this in. Okay. I think that this is going to be energy that you see with him from now until Virgo season. I have to pull more for him. Can I be nosy? Hey, okay, I'm going to be nosy, but I'm just going to tell you what's coming out. So Page of Cups and the Two of Pentacles is coming out as current challenge or situation. Yeah, I think it's sad. I used to say Two of Pentacles was my, like, fumbling the bag energy, and I haven't felt that from that card until this reading for, like, quite a while. That's definitely what this is, because Page of Cups coming out, and this is both of their energies together, right? This is where there is genuine feelings, and it's so fucking sad to see that, where it's like, damn, like, this was real, and someone genuinely fumbled that fucking bag. It's because, and I don't know what this is, like, what is this indecisiveness shit from these masculines? It doesn't make sense. Like, stop. What are you, 20? Like, you know what I mean? Like, stop this shit. I think it's really sad, the shit that's coming out for him too, because it still looks like it's trying to manipulate this, where it's like, of course I have feelings for her. You know what I mean? Of course I do. But I can't make a fucking decision. And I'm over here where I'm still trying to see what I can get out of the situation. I love the way that Gabriella handled it, because she's like, yeah, we don't play that shit here, but fucking, you know what I mean? Good luck to you. He's over here where he realized that, like, there is, I can't get any, oh my God, like, she's for real. Like, I can't get anything out of this anymore. I think that he is probably going to try to reach out to you and talk to you. And I would not be surprised if you blocked his ass. I wouldn't be surprised by it. This is either no response, blocked. It is where it is falling upon deaf ears. There is no fucking response. There's nothing. There's dead air on the other end. You know what I mean? The shit that's coming out for her, she handled it pretty gangster. I mean, it's Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups in reverse, where it's like this, and it's not emotional at all. It's just viewing this very rational, and that Two of Cups in the reverse is pretty much where it's like, all right, well, I mean, it just is what it is. It's such a level of acceptance that's coming from her. And again, in the subconscious, you do see that this person keeps trying to reach out to her, but she's not, I don't know what he's used to. You know what I mean? I don't know. And maybe that's how Gabriella was in the past. I'm just like, I don't know what makes you think that, like, she's gonna be open or willing to give to you. Like, I don't know what makes you think that, but it's not happening. Yeah, anyway, I think that he's gonna be trying to reach out to you and shit like that, and it is falling upon deaf ears. He absolutely, if he has not already, he's gonna keep trying to do this shit. He is going to. Can I see more of that outcome? Like, how does that pan out then if he's not hearing anything from her? They do reconcile. I'm just curious, because you see that even in the tarot. How does this happen? So that could be them running into each other. Maybe it is. Okay. Damn, that could be them running into each other. I bet you that's exactly what that is. It is. So can I see... Hold on, boo. Can I get a little more into that? There was some... I was trying to, like, say, whatever. I was just being nosy. I was trying to say, like, what is this? What are these feelings, or what, like, genuinely, like, what are you thinking behind, like, what you said to her? Like, why did you say that? What is behind that? What is that? A King of Cups in the reverse and a Page of Wands. And he could have been, this does not make it right, he could have been inebriated 100%. Like, that is King of Cups in the reverse. But King of Cups in the reverse is someone who, which is, again, fucking sad, because the clarifiers that came out for it are Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. A King of Cups in the reverse is where, and I know it's cliche, but it's true, their emotional life is completely empty. That's why they're coming out in the reverse. It is where they are repressing their emotions. They're keeping them bottled up. They don't want to confront them, right? This is where someone's like, oh yeah, if something happens to me, or if I'm emotional about something, I just shove it the fuck down. You know what I mean? Just shove it the fuck down. That's what King of Cups does, right? The Page of Wands in the reverse. The Page of Wands coming out with that is like, there we go. Right? There's the ultimate fucking projection, by the way. I just want to fucking point that out. You know how he said, if he literally said that to you, if he said that, If he said that you were like a whiny fucking kid, that is projection 101 right there. Because you want to know what a page of wands represents. It represents a temper tantrum. It represents a little 3-year-old toddler. You know what I mean? That didn't get their way. And so I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, but you came out in the reverse and she came out in the upright. So, I mean, if she was being a whiny little fucking brat, like, she probably would just come out different to me. Anyway, the Page of Wands, that is like the ultimate temper tantrum, fucking throwing a fit, jealous, vengeful, envious. I think that he said things that were rooted in that for himself. I do think he's jealous of you. I think he's envious of you. Absolutely jealous of you. I don't even know what another word for that. That is absolutely fucking jealous of you. And the Knight of Cups coming out, that again, that's why it's sad, is because damn, deep down, I can say it till I'm blue in the face, but it's where there are romantic feelings here. You know what I mean? There's no doubt in my mind there's romantic feelings that this guy has for you. Anyway, he's gonna keep fucking reaching out. Oh my god. I will say, I do not think that you're going to budge on what you're wanting out of this situation. I don't think you should. Because I do genuinely believe that he's going to come around. I do. What should I get for him? Hold on. Hold on, boo. What? You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Is it this one? Yeah, hold on. This one. Can I do like 3? Oh, well, okay. Okay. Hold on. The first one. Father wounds. My father is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine masculine energy within me and externally. Playing games. This is a game to me. The way I'm acting, responding, or posting is to get your attention. Jealousy. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it. Fuck it. Should we do 3 more? Mother wounds as well. Oh my god. Okay, mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. You're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. And something to say, shut up. Okay, there's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. Showing out. I'm acting like I don't care what happened between us, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered. I'm sick. Stop. It's on sight if I ever see these people, just so you know. Okay, hold on. Hold on, boo-boo. Hold up. Let me get this shit out of my way. Hold on. Yo, for real. Yo, for real. Just stop. Just stop with this game. Hold up. Okay. I forgot to tell you guys, whoever was on here the last time I was on live, my YouTube completely froze, I think, for like 2 hours. And then my TikTok ended up doing the same thing. And then I get a message from Claire where it's like, your TikTok's froze. I'm like, cool. Jesus. So hopefully this shit doesn't freeze, but if it starts acting up, just shoot me a message. Because it might be my internet. What do I want to do? Hold on. I think I'll use this one. Hold on, boo. Ishman. Okay, yeah, we'll use this one. Alright, hold it. Hold it. Okay. Alright, you know the drill, but let's go. Stop. Okay. Let's see. There she is. Ooh. Hmm. Okay. This isn't bad. I have a question. Are they like, do you know if like him and his wife are churchgoers or some shit? I'm just curious what this is. What is that? Shut up. Oh my god. Okay. That was a long shot. I was so curious if that's what that was. That is hilarious. Okay. Word. Okay. This isn't like horrible, I guess. It's not like there is not like it's like am I seeing like questionable like creepy but like no, you know what I mean? Oh, makes sense. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. There is not like any kind of questionable energy in this at all. No. I do think that she is going to be spending a lot of time with the mother. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like I fucking pulled this like one of the times I was reading for this. I can't remember when that was, but I think I was pulling something like that where I'm like, I don't know, but homeboy is not in this reading. Like he's not anywhere. She is, and and we love that. Like she looks great. You know what I mean? She looks like fucking A, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's heartbreaking because it's like, well, where is he at? Like, where is he spending time with her and shit? But whatever, she looks fantastic. She really does. She looks like she is, I mean, she has the, like, maternal nature. Like, she is a mother, you know what I mean? Like, she really knows how to care and comfort and nurture, and help grow, you know what I mean? And it looks like she's giving her a great amount of attention, but girl, he's not in this reading at all. She is, and you are, and obviously your child is. Maybe that's why I'm seeing that like the shift that she's going through probably isn't that hard. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, yeah, you know, she is sad that she's having to leave her mom and shit like that. And I do think, I don't know, I don't like spin out over this. It just is what it is. I do think that I'm so curious what her sign is, but that within itself is a little bit traumatizing to her. Like her having to like completely uproot and leave you. It has a tower effect on her. It is traumatizing to her. And I don't say that lightly. Like it shifts something in her. You know what I mean? There is probably going to it just is what the fuck it is. Whatever. We all fucking, you know what I mean? We all have, we none of us are perfect parents, even though we try. Oh my god. But this is where she's gonna be like fucking 30 years, you know what I mean? She's gonna be like 30 years from now where she's like, yo, like I like dealt with like childhood trauma from that. Or like I have like like no doubt I have like abandonment issues from that shit. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like my god. But anyway, because you do see like that uproot that she has from her mother. It is a huge shift for her. It is very dramatic for her. But, and of course she is kind of going through it, you know what I mean, when she first gets there, but damn, that blow gets softened by whoever he's with. It's that woman in that house. And I will say she does a phenomenal job. He does not come out in this reading at all. She does. I don't see him. I have no idea what that's gonna look like with him. I don't know. I literally have no fucking clue. Hold on. Oh, bottom of the deck. Okay. He's pretty negative. He's there, but he's very much behind the scenes. I don't think that she's really spending a lot of time with him, but he's got a very just negative nature about him. But anyway, I think that she's going, yeah, I don't see that she's really around maybe even any other kids. I'm gonna venture to guess, is this woman that he's with not have kids? She looks like she's very by herself. And the reason that I asked if like they go to church or some shit is because Hierophant came out, and the energy that you see around it is 3 of Wands in the reverse and 5 of Pentacles. I do think that this is something that is going to, I don't know how long she's staying there. I'm going to assume it's probably not too terribly long, but they are going to be like participating in Hierophant type shit, and there is kind of no interest that she has in it. It could even get to the point where, like, the mom, I'm just going to call her the other mom. I don't know what her name is. I guess his wife. His wife might not bring her because of her disinterest in it. That's the only thing I could see. I do think that they're going to be spending money on her, taking her to places. At least the mom is. At least his wife is. Like, she's spending money on her. I'm sorry. I just think it's her. I don't think it's him at all. Spending money on her and like taking her to do things. Yo, where is he? Where is he, bitch? Like, where is he in this reading? He's nowhere. But I think it's fun shit. You know what I mean? And it is shit that costs money. Like, they are going to be doing some, and I could even see them like travel. Not like crazy ridiculous, but I could see them. I don't know what would be over there. This would be like sightseeing. I don't know, like going to a park, like an amusement park. I could see some shit like that. Water park, that, you know what I mean? It's something like that. It's some kind of amusement-y, like park, recreation, you know what I mean? It's some shit like that they're doing, that they're spending money on. That's it. She looks like she's having a good time. She really does. But I think it's kind of thanks to his wife. I don't think he really has much to do with this. Yo, what the fuck? This is sad. I will say, like, thank God. You know what I mean? Like, she looks solid. But, like, what's you doing with him? Like, where he at? Where did he go? Anyway. Jesus. All right. That is so funny. What did you say? She's a Pisces, dude? I know that it doesn't, maybe it's obviously because, like, I'm, like, older and shit. I'm like, that's so dramatic, but I get it. I get it. It's, damn, there's something that really shifts in her psyche when she has to go there. It's hard being away from her mom. Okay. Hold on. Where is that other one? Get this shit out of my way. Hold on, y'all. What? Man, hold on. Oh, but older girls. I mean, that would make sense. That motherfucker was literally nowhere in that reading, and it was like behind her energy, like for a minute. It's like, oh, there he is, him and his salty attitude. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I think that's a yes, Boo. Think that is a yes. They are. I don't know why that is coming across like that. I don't know if maybe they can't. I don't know, really tell you specifics or some shit, or if they can't really like give you details into this. But it's kind of looking like to me like you don't get kind of the full story. But that is a yes. I mean, 100%. That I mean, Tower 3 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and Reverse 3 of Swords. Like, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Is that Tower's coming in where it is a huge shift. Like everything's getting knocked on its ass. And this is where, I mean, thankfully for you, right? It's like, okay, now we can move the fuck on from this. But this is absolutely a yes. But it just looks like to me, because of that 2 of Swords, it's kind of like they're leaving out some details. They're not telling you like the full story. So you kind of are in the dark about this. I don't know, or just not getting the full fucking story, I guess. But anyway, this is where you are very happy with the outcome. You're very happy and content with the outcome, and you feel like that's what I wanted. You know what I mean? That's very much what it feels like. Was finally like that's exactly what I wanted. That is a yes. Fucking yikes! Holy. Can I see? Hold on, just because I want to be nosy. Hold on, boo. Oh, oh, it was broke my nail. There. Okay, she is gone. I think that is going to stir up a hell of a lot of fucking gossip. Anyway, I just wanted to double check. Okay, hold on, booze. I might pull Oracle on this one. Let me just see what comes out. Ooh, way. That could drag out for a while. It does. I guess good news is I am seeing that there is movement being done on it, because that is 8 of Wands, like dead ass. There like is shit being done with it. But that shit could drag out until like Scorpio season. It does look good though, even bottom of the deck. Because there is progress moving forward. I don't know if I'm assuming there has to be something like obviously like money shit like that, because there is progress moving forward with that. And I know, because it doesn't seem like it, but like that is 8 of Wands where there is movement that's being done with this. Like they are doing shit with it. Like dead ass. And they are finding the faults in this. Obviously, that's devil. They're finding like the corruption and shit like that. 100%. But I don't think that like you're well. I'm gonna say Leo season where, and I know, like that's any fucking better, but like it is Leo season where I do think that you're going to start to see some of this progress moving ahead. This shit could drag out for a while, dead ass. It does look good though. That is movement forward. That is very good. Okay. Oh god, yeah, you might not fucking hear anything from like until Leo season, boo. Okay, hold on. Oh. No shit. Okay. Ooh! Okay, hold hold on. I just seen that other question. Okay. I think they did. I think they did. Can I see when? I think they did. I think they caught the accident, and she has obviously, I don't know when this is going to happen, but the energy is like, yeah, she has not been caught yet. Absolutely not. But this is something which, I mean, I guess I'm happy to report that the police officers in your area actually do their job. This would never fucking happen here. Oh, the stories I could tell you guys. Can I see when? Oh, girl, don't even. That, really? No, that long? That could be fucking Scorpio season, boo. Really? Is that Scorpio season? Am I reading that right? Oh, I'm sick. Stop. Oh my god. Listen, future energy can always fucking change. But I will say that yes, it was. They caught the actual fucking incident happening 100%. I mean, that is the intention, and I am happy to see that it does get followed through with. That is the intention of, like, she's got to be arrested for something. I don't know what they found. But that is, like, what she is afraid is going to happen, and that is what is going to happen. But they have not found her. They have not found her. I'm not standing on that shit, though. I do feel like this girl's got, like, a criminal record or some shit. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna be real bad for her. That's gonna be real bad when she does get finally found. It's gonna be real bad. That's gonna be a shit show. I am happy to see that she wore it. Is, I mean, that is justice being served on the bottom of the deck. That might take a while. Okay. I kind of hope this is a no. Okay, hold on. I don't want it to be a waste. All right. Let's see. This could be worth it. Hold on. Hold on. This is not bad. Like, this is not bad. As long as you do not fuck, I guess. I guess this like makes sense. This is not bad. Do I think it'll be a waste? I mean, kind of, but not like kind of. I was gonna be like, no, but yeah. Like, yeah, kind of. Because it's a fucking death. Like, this is not bad. What I'm seeing is like, okay, if she reaches out, like, that actually might fucking work in her favor, where he, like, reaches out, blah, 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 they talk, kiki, whatever. But then you see, like, a death in reverse where it's like, here we go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, here we fucking go. We're right back to where we were. He's not fucking whatever. He's not responding. It's like the same shit over again. So, fuck. It probably will be. Fuck. Okay. But, you know what I mean? If you did want to Seven of Swords and Magician this shit, you know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know what I mean? There isn't. Like, the justice coming out is, hey, at least you're fucking honest about it. If you wanted to manipulate that situation to get something out of it, you can get what you want out of it. You know what I'm saying? You could, 100%. You get away with it. You know what I mean? But, like, yeah, he's kind of on the same shit. You know what I mean? He's on the same shit. God. Hold on, y'all. Oh! Like, I can't. I can't. What is up with these people? Hold on, y'all. I gotta update that list. Bam! Shelly, hold on. Was that Azura? Yeah, okay, period. Oh my god, sorry, this shit is taking forever. Did Abby ever come in here? Excuse me. Okay. Hold on. We got motherfucking Abby, Rebecca, Anna, Shelley, Azura. I don't think Anna, or not Anna, but Abby. I'm gonna probably end up reimbursing her tonight. Because I wonder if she even remembered that she sent in. Rebecca, are you in here, boo? Hold on. If she ain't, Anna will bust yours out. I don't know if she is. Hold on, Anna. You probably sent me a message. Howdy. Ah! Yo, that shit got frozen for like 2 hours here on YouTube. Okay. Well, we gonna bust that Anna's. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, word. You guys, I have to tell you something. Like, it's that serious. I ate 2 Crunch Wraps today. Like, back to back. That is like the most. My husband's like, "Are you pregnant?" I'm like, "There's no way, dude." But like, that is like the most I put away food wise in a very long time. Like, I can eat like a Crunch Wrap, like the whole thing, and be like full of shit, like miserable. I ate 2 of those bitches today. I know. Don't come for me. I don't eat like that. I really don't. Like, I look like I work out, but I also look like, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely have a cheat day. You can tell I work out, but you can also tell that I definitely take a cheat day. Okay. Word. Okay. Oh, how much you want to fucking bet that this is gonna be like? It's gonna be like mentally, like yeah, totally. We get along great. We're friends. Hold on. I'm just curious. You know what? Hold on, because the physical might be there too. I'm curious if it'll be more of a personality thing. Okay. Word. Hold on. I got. Oh, bruh. I've been just hold on, Anna. I'll get to your question. I have been fucking up some Dave's hot chicken lately, dude. Oh my god, that shit slaps so hard. And see, I can't eat a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, I had like 2 mozzarella sticks and a bite of a sandwich, and I was like, I'm stuffed. But that place does slap. Okay. Hold on. Okay, alright. Anna, let's get it. Definitely more of a I don't even know if I would say like a mental. It could. I don't know. Maybe he is like more. I guess you know him better. Do you know what I mean? Is he kind of like? because it's like a Hierophant connection, and so it's kind of more like like spirituality, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of more like, oh, they kind of click on them talking about like philosophies and like spirituality, or like, I guess it may be more mental, like, I guess, yeah, knowledge, beliefs, it's shit like that. I'm gonna say no to the physical, boo. Nothing at all physical. Can you get like 3 more? Yeah, no to the physical. Wow, that's crazy. All right, I am not mad. Definitely no to physical. Hell, motherfucking no. There ain't nothing like that. Okay. Stay with me. Okay. Hierophant. Okay. Hierophant, Empress, 3 of Cups. There's their friendship right there. I'm not even mad about that. I think that these next 3 are getting into the disconnect, kind of like the fizzling out of their friendship. 5 of Swords in reverse, Temperance in reverse, 2 of Pentacles, and then I just pulled 3 more just because I fuck it. 4 of Pentacles, Strength, 6 of Swords. Those first 3, like the nature of their friendship, I will say, it is genuinely friendship. Like, you know what I mean? That is 3 of Cups. And like, I guess, I don't even really know. I guess like what he liked about her. Like, I don't know if I would really maybe say if it's attraction, but I guess what he liked about her, or like what he liked about their connection, is similar beliefs. That's Hierophant. And so that's why I said, like, maybe he is kind of like spiritual, or sorry, that shit is like upsetting my stomach, but I fucking need a cigarette. I don't smoke, but I call these my cigarettes. What was I saying? So they, okay, whatever. Okay, so they have like a basis of friendship, blah blah blah. The root of it is that they do share like a similar belief system, shit like that. Maybe he is kind of like philosophical and shit, like he could be, and that could be kind of like where they really found like their back and forth, their connection, shit like that. It is similar beliefs. It is like talking about those kind of things. It's talking about like philosophy, religion, spirituality, things that you learned in school and stuff. And so that to me, I'm like, okay, I guess their connection was a lot more mental. There's definitely no physical, absolutely not. And I will say, I think that I don't know, maybe maybe this is him. There is someone here that's coming across as very reckless, is very too much, as it's Temperance in reverse. It's doing things fucking in excess, right? It's like, yo, calm down. You know what I mean? It's where you do too much. And what you see here is like that 5 of Swords in the reverse is where someone that is kind of the reason that this did get cut off. Who knows? Maybe he's the one that's extra as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think so. I think it's probably her, just because of like what I've read from him. He seems to be very stoic. But I would agree with that, because I think like the last time that you were in here, you were like, yo, I got like this reader, like this reader said that he found her really annoying. That 100% would be that. It's being too extra. It's doing things. It's doing too much, right? And the 5 of Swords in the reverse is where that's why someone that's cut off, right? It's where you're cutting someone off. I will say it's consistent, which I guess I do like, is that he didn't communicate this, or he didn't like whatever. And like, who cares? He doesn't have to. He doesn't owe her anything. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't like give a whole fucking explanation as to like why he doesn't talk to her anymore and shit. It's just kind of like, I just let it kind of go. I just let it like fizzle the fuck out, or like her kind of take herself out. But yeah, I would say there is no physical attraction anywhere, boo. I do think that he was kind of, I don't know. I mean, they like did talk and shit like that, and yeah, they were friends, but I don't think that they were as close as maybe like you think, or maybe that she might have tried to make it out to be. I think that he was pretty closed off about a lot of stuff in his life with her. I think he's pretty stingy with like what goes on with him personally. You just see that he didn't really open up about that. I think that he liked the attention that she gave him probably initially, but I do think that it probably got to be too much at the end. I think that he didn't like it at the end. Whatever, it was probably flattering at first, but you do see it was just too much. Yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, nothing. Well, I'm happy to report that. Okay, word. What should we get? What should? Hold on. Let me cook. Hold on. I gotta see what I got in here. Hold on. Excuse me. Maybe this one? Let me see what comes out with this one. Maybe this one? I don't know. Hold on. Oh. Alright, go ahead, boo-boo. Just gonna see what comes out with this. Oh, okay. I will say, okay, word. He was still connected to his ex when he was, like, talking to her, and I do stand on that. I don't think that he was that emotionally, like, intimate or, like, emotionally open with her. And attention of others, that's hilarious. I stand on that. I do think he liked the attention at first, but it probably kind of just fizzled out, or he didn't fucking like it there at the end. It was just too much. Okay. Oh, hold on, boo-boos. My back hurts. Oh. Abby, motherfucking Rebecca Anna. Okay, hold on. I got one more for Anna. Hold on, y'all. Who? Rebecca Anna Shelley is her. Okay, good. Oh. Y'all were falling there for a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, okay. Let's do the first part. Hold on, let's do the first part. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. There gives, like, I don't know why I want to. There gives, like, there is. Well, obviously, there's Ace of Wands with this, right? So this is where she does notice, like, the attraction or the spark. But for some reason, she also does see. Maybe he was with someone at that time. But she does see that for some reason he can't, like, be with you. You know what I mean? But it looks like to me he might have been in a relationship with someone else at that time. But yeah, absolutely. I think that I don't know if it's so much like thinking that something happened, but it's definitely noticing the spark and definitely noticing that your guys' conversations are different. I think that she could probably see. I mean, she knows. You know what I mean? Anybody does. You can always fucking tell when someone's into someone. She does notice, and I think it's kind of funny because she does see that, like, you don't really have to be super extra to get his attention. Which is hilarious. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta see like the second part of that. Hold on. Okay, we're okay. Oh, he must have been in a relationship. It's not there for him. Like, no, that ain't there. I will say it is just no interest. I do see he was in a relationship at this time, though. There is no, it's Ace of Cups in the reverse. There is no, like, now if that fucker came out in the upright, I'd be like, oh yeah, like he totally into her. He's actually like in love with her type shit. But no, it came out in the reverse. It's not there. I do see though with him, like Three of Pentacles, Chariot, Sun. I do think that he was obviously like in a relationship at this time. But I will say, I don't know if that necessarily would have stopped him from like exploring his options. No, I genuinely think there was just no interest. Okay. Word, okay. I fucks with it. Okay. Word! Alright, hold on. Okay, word. Alright, I fuck with it. Hold up, babies. I don't know if... Hold on, you guys. Did Abby ever come in here? No. Okay. Rebecca, are you in? Okay, there you are. Never mind. Hold up. There you are. Hold on. Ugh. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Let's see. Hold up. Hold on, boo. I think it's a yes. Hold on. I think it's a yes. Yeah, that's a yes. It is. Oh boy, girl, that fucking Nine of Swords, bitch. Okay, that Nine of Swords is what's hanging you up on this. This is a yes, though, dead ass. Girl, these are good cards with this. And I ain't trying to knock her shit, okay? It just is what it is. Nine of Swords, Emperor, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Sun, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, which I'm so happy to see, and then Three of Wands bottom of the deck, yes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like Three of Wands, which I love that fucking card came out because Three of Wands is like a mini chariot, right? It is, we're moving ahead. We're moving forward. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, word. The Nine of Swords is my only complaint with this. And Queen of Pentacles in reverse, but I'll come to that. The Nine of Swords is what's hanging you up, where this is like, oh, you're hamster wheeling the fuck out of the situation in your head. It's mental turmoil. It's like just a mental anguish, right? It's horrible. And yes, no doubt, like Emperor coming out, and that probably is why you're struggling with this shit, because like, yeah, she probably does provide like an Emperor, like no shit, where she provides like the stability, the security, like she provides like this anchor for you right now, like no doubt. Yeah, probably like financially, probably like stability wise and shit like that. This is no knock to her. This might be like some just whatever unhealed shit within her, like a Queen of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. I would have liked to see her come out in the upright. But this is probably why you guys are clashing, right? And you will see this, like that Sun card. Sun card is hindsight's always 2020. I like to see that you're coming out with an Ace of Swords and Queen of Swords. It's like, okay, you get the fucking sword, you get your clarity, you know what I mean? You move on from this, like you see it for what it is and shit like that. But that might be why you guys are clashing, is because she is a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, where I don't know, she just, that kind of might be like like a control thing for her, like financially. She kind of might be materialistic. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. She might just kind of try to control shit financially and security wise, you know? Hold on, y'all. Rebecca, was that you? Hold on. It was. Hold on, y'all. Hold it, y'all. Yes, yes. 2 more, Baloo. Did I put that in the wrong way? Oh my god, I almost did. Thank god I caught that. Oh, Lord Jesus. Let's see, hold on. I don't think it's so much walking away from it now. No, definitely not. No, this is where, I mean, I feel, sorry, it's my indigestion. Okay. Oh, word, okay, sorry, I was reading the AI thing on there. This is not walking away from it. This is definitely finding a direction with it, and I do think you will. The Four of Wands coming out with this is where this is going to be like a staple. Absolutely. The Judgment card coming out with it is that there is a reason. You know what I mean? You're being called to do this. The Temperance card, it is something that's, you know, like unfolding slowly but steadily. I get that. My only complaint with this is that Chariot in the reverse, Knight of Cups, and then Sun, where, and that could be like your hang up right now, is that Chariot in the reverse, where it's like trying to like take control of it or to get it going in a direction. But yes, it is unfolding. Absolutely. This is not, you're not, definitely not walking away from it. No. Okay. Hold on. Okay, word. Okay, word. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I'm like super curious if Temperance is gonna come out with this one too. Actually, it would be. Okay. It might be. Alright. Shit. Alright. Maybe it would be. It would be worth it. Word. It would be. This is a timing thing. Yeah, it would be. It would be worth it. Dead ass. I mean, it would be a good partnership with that person, and it would bring you a ton of pentacles. My only complaint or whatever or suggestion with this is that I love that a fucking hermit came out with that, because it was hitting exactly what you were talking about. Hermit card, when you're reading that with like career or finances or whatever, it represents, it's kind of like a Four of Pentacles, I guess, where it is like you stacking, you saving, blah, blah, whatever. But this is where you execute it at the perfect time. And so I would say it's probably a timing thing. This might not be right now, but no, I do think Yeah, it is worth it. Absolutely. And it's a good partnership that you develop with that person. And it does bring you a fucking ton of pentacles. I wonder when. Hold on. Can I see when? Oh, could we maybe more towards the end of the year? Okay, that could be more towards the end of the year. Dare I say that could even be fucking next year. Okay. Shelly, are you in here, boo? I haven't seen Shelly in a minute. Or Abby. But if y'all ain't in here, Azura, let's get it, bitch. Is she in here? Word. Well, period. You snooze, you lose if you're not in here. Hold on, Anna. Hold on, boo. Okay. Word. Yo. I can't believe he hasn't fucking said anything yet, to be honest with you. Jesus. That boy fucking stubborn. All right, hold on. Let me get... Each one. Should I use the different one? Maybe I should. Okay. You know what? Fuck it, I will. Hold on, I'm gonna use another oracle on this one. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay, that one. You know the drill. Hold on. Hold on. I am gonna use another oracle because, like, why the fuck not? We need to shake something up and see what's going on. Hold on, I haven't used this deck in a minute. Okay. Word. You know the drill, boo. Hold up. That music. Okay, hold on. Let me see current. Ooh, now I know why I don't use this one. This one's fucking big. Shut up, dude. Oh my god, okay. Clinging is coming out as current, and obviously, like, Oracle, it's never really what it sounds like. I'll explain this shit, okay? But clinging coming out as current challenge situation, and I will pull another one, but the clinging, do you want to take a fucking guess at what that represents? It represents, like, obsessing and spying, like, over the other person, right? And both of these people are still doing that. And yes, it is where, like, these two people are still holding on to this connection. Very double energy where it's like, oh my god, they are, like, just fucking watching the other person. Your energy seems more... Dare I say toxic? I'm a little surprised. Hold on. Oh no, okay, maybe that's just showing me the situation between you two in the past. Okay, never mind. Okay, hold on. I'll come back to you. Clinging and conflicted is coming out as your guys' current challenge situation. Obviously, like the clinging, we already went over. The conflicted card that's coming out with it is, it's so like Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, probably mixed in with like a Knight of Wands. It is where these two people, it is very like back and forth. It's where I don't know what the fuck to do. I am very hot and cold with this shit. Whatever, both of these people are doing it. The shit coming out on your side is influences and chemistry, where I fucking knew that card would come out for him. Okay. Influences is chemistry. Why, like, the influences card came out, I'm like, girl, like, what are you doing over here? But it could just be showing me the relationship that you guys had, and this is just in your energy, it's on your fucking mind as of recently, right? The influences can represent where, like, obviously these two people were friends, right? It can also represent he might have put you in a third-party situation in the past, no doubt. He could have fucking been with like his ex or whatever and hooked up with you, and this is just what's on your mind. The chemistry that's coming out with it, though, it's like, yeah, I am thinking about that a lot. It has been on my fucking mind. But I also am thinking about like that Two of Cups kind of energy too, where I'm thinking about like the attraction, like the spark between us. He's over here with thinking, which okay, I mean, it could be worse. Thinking an apology. The thinking card is exactly what it sounds like. You know what I mean? That's what he's doing. It's very Six of Cups. He's over here, like, missing you. Like, obviously, we've seen that, too. But it's like he's missing you, thinking about you, craving you, shit. The apology represents someone who is coming in for forgiveness. They are returning for forgiveness, right? I like to see it. Whatever. I'd like to see it. Just, can we fucking move forward? You know what I mean? Can we get on with this? Anyway, good energy coming out on his side. Confusion and rejection is coming out in the subconscious. Yes, this does give us some like insight into like what is dragging this the fuck along. The confusion is very Seven of Cups, where it's so, both of these people are in this, where it's so uncertain, so unclear, so unsure of like what the other person's feeling, what they're thinking, right? The one thing that is dragging this is that fucking rejection card, where it's an irrational fear of rejection. It's an irrational fear of being dismissed, of being put out, of being, told to fuck off or whatever, right? It's like, it's Eight of Swords all day long in the subconscious. And then outcome, I can't. I kind of want to put a pin in this because I'm like, possibilities and bluff. This could be, I gotta put a pin in that because I'm actually really curious if this is when they're back in communication and someone's kind of, I don't know, wearing a mask of like an inflated ego, which could be worse, you know what I mean? But I just kind of think like, it's probably more of a warning. I do kind of feel like that might be him. Maybe this is Anna, who knows? It could be you too. But I think when you guys do come back into communication, I think someone is going to be kind of peacocking and trying to make themselves appear a lot more like successful, healed, cool, like cooler than they probably really are. Okay, hold on. And I also do think that is them taking a lot more risks with each other too. Communicate. Damn. He hasn't said nothing, huh? I'm a little surprised by that. I am like shocked that he hasn't, honestly. Because that's like Six of Pentacles in the current, but that's also his Page of Pentacles too, is very olive branch. Ace of Swords in the subconscious too. You're sitting pretty good. I mean, you're sitting pretty fucking solid. You were like waiting for it, bitch. You know what I mean? You know what's coming in. You're just sitting there waiting for it in that Nine of Cups. Definitely him. Definitely that's him being the one that's more trying to like come at you with an inflated ego. I'll explain that shit though. You guys are coming out as court cards, but he's coming out in the reverse and you're coming out in the upright. Like court card matches. You're coming out as a Queen of Swords and he's coming out as a King of Swords in the reverse. Well, he's just trying to impress you, okay? Don't be too hard on him. That is funny though. Okay. Word. Okay. Well, all right, 7 o'clock. I guess whatever. I keep saying that. I'm like, I fucking guess it could be worse. 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles come in. 2 of Cups. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. And the fucking 2 of Pentacles coming out underneath that. The 7 of Pentacles, this is where we're at right now. 7s are our pause cards, obviously. In this shit, I mean, like, I'm just going to keep saying this till I'm blue in the face as of recently. Like, we are sitting in this pause energy. We're over here thinking about it. And yes, this is both of them. It is overall energy. They're both thinking about it. They're both reflecting. The 4 of Pentacles that's coming out with that is that it is where they're being uptight. They're being stingy with their energy. They're not, coming out of their shell and saying anything. The Two of Cups, figured I would see that. It's very self-explanatory. It's where, like, the feelings that these two people have, it does go both ways. This is not an unrequited situation these two people are in. The Two of Pentacles coming out with that. I think I was saying that with the conflicted card, because I was like, God, that's what it feels like, is where we're just, I don't know, we're just ping-ponging some shit, like, in our head back and forth on, like, what the fuck we're gonna do with this. Please tell me if this time frame came out. It's Cancer season for communication. I can't do it no more. If it gets pushed back, I'm gonna die. Okay. But it is Cancer season where the communication comes in. I like the energy that you're in because this is exactly how the fuck you manifested it, right? She's over here where she's like, I'm just waiting. Like, I know it's coming in. I'm just waiting for it. It's Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands. And he's so close. And I will say he continues to look good. You know what I mean? He's in a King of Pentacles, a Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is that, like, olive branch peace offering. Obviously, the apology energy that we were seeing with Oracle. He is going to come in for that, right? Yes, of course. Like, he's probably popping his shit. He's probably doing great. He's probably whatever. He's continuing to build his security and his stability. That is a huge focus of his right now, and I do believe that he's executing those goals. Okay, word, that's where his focus is at. I like this stuff in the subconscious because Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups, and so and probably more so true for him, because he is in the thinking energy where he is, like, over here, like, reflecting on this a lot. Not saying that you're not, but he's over here where he's reflecting on this a lot, and I like to see that we are starting to get honest with our romantic feelings. That's starting to break through. We're starting to get some more clarity. We're starting to get honest with ourselves about it. Now, I guess my only warning or, like, complaint with this, which is hilarious, and it's not even really shit, whatever, it's kind of fun that it came out. But you guys came out like a Queen of Swords and the King of Swords in the reverse. And so I was so curious as to, like, what that Oracle was getting after. Because I'm like, why am I seeing, like, yeah, they're having a great time. They're having a lot of fun. But, like, there's someone over here who's kind of acting like, I don't know, they're a lot more, like, farther along than they really are. I think that he is really trying to impress you. And it's probably endearing. I get that. Like a Queen of Swords, it's not like you're like like a Queen of Swords in reverse where you're totally fucking turned off by it, or, like, you know what I mean? You're, like, trying to embarrass him or anything like that. But a King of Swords in the reverse, you're gonna be able to read through this pretty easily. I think that he's going to be trying to put on a front that he's a lot more healed and he has a lot more insight into a lot of shit that's happened to him than he does. You know what I mean? This to me would be like, okay, let's say that you guys are, like, in a conversation in the future and you guys are, like, talking about the relationship that he was in, and he's, like, talking about the things that he's learned from this, right? Not to say that he hasn't learned anything. Yes, of course he has. Yes, of course he's done some healing and shit. But this is where he would kind of, he would be like, oh yeah, like, I was, like, over that, like, a month after it happened, right? Like, I was, whatever. It's like, I, like, kind of trying to, like, gas up like, trying to gas up, I guess, the process. Like, he's trying to gas it up, make it seem like he's farther along than he really is. And you're kind of over here where you're like, if you were so healed and, like, past it, then, like, how do you explain, like, the way that you reacted towards me? You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you were truly healed, truly had some insight, truly fucking past, like, whatever shit it is, you would have dealt with the situation with Anna very differently. You wouldn't have fucking come at her like you did. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have, like, come at her all sideways, all, you know, sassy pants and shit like that. Anyway, I just think that he's really trying to impress you in that outcome. And of course, it can be a little cringy, whatever. It's not, you know, it ain't shit. It's kind of endearing. But hold on. Hold on a second. It's cute, you know? Okay. Let's see. That goddamn communication, bro. I can't do that shit no more. Hold on. Oh, oh. Okay, hold on. My fantasy. You might have had this one before. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you. Oh, shit. Okay. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. And then have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day can experiencing raising a family together. I actually like this for him. Need time to heal. Okay, I like that. I believe he's doing it. Right now, I'm in a space. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you; it's about me. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, he definitely watching you, bitch. Listen to this. It's on. I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I will compete for you. You're mine. I get so pissed knowing that other people can have you. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want the world to know that you're mine. Word. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Trust. Trust. I'll take it. All day. That one that bad. He could fucking get it moving a little bit. Okay. Hold on, boo-boos. Hold up, y'all. Who's all in here? Are you in here? I don't know if Shelly or, I don't know if Shelly or Abby is still in here. Maybe not. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta get this shit out of my way. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. Yo, I be making a mess on these fulls. Hold on. Oh, shit. I think I mixed those. Hold on, Azura. Hold on, boo-boo. Hold on. Son of a bitch! Okay. Okay, alright, hold on. Azura, hold on. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Okay. Oh, who's this? Hold on. Who's this? Let's see. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. This doesn't mean that it doesn't have to be. No. I'm gonna say no. No. Sorry. I would hold on. Hold on. I don't think it's just platonic. No. No. It's not giving. It's not bad, bitch. But no, I don't think that it's just platonic. No. Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Hierophant, Three of Wands, Judgment, and then I just pulled three more just for the fuck of it, right? Which I'm not mad. Like, the Magician, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Okay, we'll come back to that. But no, and I broke my fucking nail. Shit. Okay, hold on. I knew that felt weird. I was trying to figure out why that felt so weird. No, I don't think it's just platonic. I think you would see very different energy come out with this. I think you'd see a lot more practical energy, a lot more, I don't know, like practical fun, probably like a Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. I would even give it a Knight of Cups, or not Knight of Cups, but Page of Cups. I think you'd probably see like King of Pentacles with this if it was platonic. I would even say like King Cups. But a Knight of Cups, let's fucking talk about it. A Knight of Cups is the hopeless romantic energy in the deck. It is romantic energy, period. You know what I mean? That is just how Knight of Cups is. They are off their rocker in the cups. You know what I mean? Like, it's just how we love a Knight of Cups. It's just how they are. You know what I mean? is just someone who's a little bit too loving. They just want to love, you know what I mean? They just want to be like romantic and shit. They're learning. That's why they're like so out of pocket. But that's what that energy represents. And I will say that I think that he's probably doing a really good job of like keeping his shit in check, like in an 8 of Pentacles and an 8 of Wands. But I like, I guess, his intentions, because that's what I pulled like with these, but also with like these 3 right here. I do think that he wants to take things slow. I think that he does miss the connection that he has with you. Genuinely. There's a genuine fucking connection. That's the Hierophant, right? I think that there's a lot of similar beliefs and a lot of, like, you know, when you have a Hierophant, like, in, like, a relationship reading, it's where these people can talk about anything, everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's never, like, a dull moment when they're together. They can always find something to talk about, and, I think that he misses that. I think that that's what he's kind of wanting to grow. But anyway, I will say that his intentions look genuine, and I think that he's kind of just wanting to take this slow. Yeah, it seems, I guess it kind of is manipulative a little bit, but I don't want to make that sound so negative. Because I'm like, I mean, clearly he's got some shit up his sleeve. He's in a magician. You know what I mean? It's not just platonic. I could see where he might like gaslight himself into thinking it's just that with that Hierophant, but there is a genuine connection that you guys have. And I think that he's wanting to take it slow, but I've gotta say, I don't think it's just platonic. I don't. No. No, I don't. I don't. I think it will, if you guys continue to do this, I do think it'll probably end up blossoming into something. I do. Okay. Alright, word. Hold on. Well. Good for you. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. Is he cute? Hold on. Wait, were you guys like ever in a relationship or anything? Maybe you guys weren't. I don't know. I'm gonna say maybe you guys weren't. Maybe you guys weren't. Maybe it was never something official. But nothing serious. Word. Fuck, I kind of felt that when I read that. Okay. Hold up, babies. Is my connection still okay over here? I hope so. Taylor and Chelsea, are you guys still in here? Oh, my fucking nail. Shelly, what up, boo? Hold on. What's your question? If y'all got questions, I'm gonna fucking send them over, boo. I found my nail. I gotta fucking fix this now. God, I hate that. How did I do that? Simple word. Okay. I had to get that out. Word. Oh. When? Not this summer. Hold on. When? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna get sick. I take that back. It could be this summer. If it is, it's sometime during cancer season. I can't give him the benefit of the doubt. I can't. You know what I mean? Because you're seeing it can be cancer season, but damn it, that 9 of Wands in the reverse, I think, is going to take him the fuck out. You know what I mean? The 9 of Wands in the reverse is like, oh my God, that scared me. It is fucking stubbornness. It's refusing to compromise. It's refusing to budge. And I'm like, I don't think he's going to be able to come out of that. I don't. I think that God. I'm going to say no. I don't think that he's going to be able to overcome that. I really don't. Because, you know what I mean? Like, homeboy. You're seeing that he's wanting to. I just think that he's going to be incapable of getting out of that fucking stubbornness. He, like, cannot get out of his own way. If he communicates, I'm going to say I think it's going to be sometime around, like, the beginning. It's going to be, like, Aquarius season. Dead ass. I just literally think that he cannot get out of his own way. He's too stubborn. So sad. It's fucking so sad. Homeboy might surprise me. You know what I mean? Have I read Cancer season before? Oh my God, I'm gonna get sick. Stop. He might surprise me. You know what I mean? He might. Hold on, boo-boos. Hold up, boo-boos. Yo, I like really wonder if I wonder if Abby forgot that she sent in. That's okay. She's probably gonna get that refund and be like, the fuck is that? But Abby, if you are in here, boo, let me know. Oh. Okay, hold on, boo. Where? Hold on, TikTok. Oh my God, my nasal spray. Shut up, Taylor. Are you watching? Sorry, hold on. Taylor, are you watching Love Island? Taylor, are you watching Love Island? I need to know your thoughts on it. Okay. Word. I haven't watched it yet either, bitch. Okay. Word. Let's see. I'm wondering. I'm trying to think if I have a fucking oracle. Oh, I don't think it. Hold on. Anyway, whatever. I am happy to report that he is definitely in a King of Pentacles. This is absolute. I'm happy to see that he's consistent. This is no. There is, okay, obviously he's focusing on, like, King of Pentacles. We've been getting that with his ass, though. It is, like, work, security, stability, blah, blah, blah. It is a lot of focus on his materialism, which is not bad. It just is what it is. Whatever. Fucking stack your bread, boo. Focus on you. It is an absolutely hard fucking no to him even thinking or even being willing to think about opening up or, like, having a relationship with anybody right now. He is where I could see where this could get him hung up in the future, but he's very focused on himself. I get it. He feels like him doing this, and I get it. And it is kind of true where it's like him being in this energy. It is where he is reclaiming his power or where he's taking control back over his life. I think that he's going to be kind of skating a fine line with this. I think, you know what I mean? It's like, it's okay to a certain point. you focusing on like career, money, stability, blah blah blah, your possessions and shit like that. But it can get to the point where Chelsea's boo thing is a great fucking example of this, where it's like it can get to a point where you surround yourself with this shit and you are unable to open up emotionally towards anybody. But anyway, this is and it's probably like, I'll take it. I'm fine with that. But this is definitely where he's focusing on himself, for sure. Yeah, absolutely no to like trying to explore anything romantically, and no, there's not even like any kind of Wands energy coming out with that where he would be even exploring anything like sexually. You know what I mean? This is definitely until like Virgo season. This, right? How long is Virgo season? June. Oh, maybe like 3 months, 4 months. August, September. Definitely until like August, September. I'm on episode 2, same, boo. Are you? Oh my god. I kind of don't mind. Listen, I watched. Hold on, I got one. Abby, if you are in here, let me know, boo. Otherwise, I got one more for Anna. Hold on, I'll get to your guys' questions. I swear to God. Hold on. I watched. Taylor probably remembers this. Fucking Love Island took over my life last year. It took over my fucking life. I watched it for the first time because I kept seeing these edits of Nick and Alondria on my TikTok, and I was like, who is this bitch? You know what I mean? And if you know me, if you know me, I as all women do, I love a good fucking like tension building, like Knight of Pentacles moment, you know what I mean, in a relationship where I want you to drag it out in front of me for years. You know what I mean? I don't want you to kiss. I don't want you to even touch each other. I want you to keep dragging this tension out in front of me for years. And so like I kept seeing these edits on TikTok and I'm like, what is this? Anyway, that shit took over my life last year. And I was like sitting here contemplating, I'm like, should I watch Love Island? Like, do I want to commit to that this year? And I ended up breaking. And my husband trying to act like he don't fucking, you know what I mean? Shit. He was in this bed ready to fucking watch it right along with me. But I'm kind of feeling this season. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm kind of feeling it. I kind of like the cast. Except for the one guy is like giving me the ultimate fucking creeps. Okay, anyway, sorry, Anna, hold on. Okay, hold on. Word. Okay. Sorry, I'll shut up about Love Island. Anna's like, I'm still your bitch. Okay. That is a yes. Can I see when? Hold on. Oh. Ow. Can I see when? Wow, your Libra season. You're why are you I'm like so curious as to why your energy came out like that. It's not his energy didn't come out with that. Like him being whatever, you see that he's like taking it slow, whatever, he wants to whatever, like he's totally willing to do it. For some reason, your energy is coming across as very guarded or just guarded, I guess, in regards to this. Like you're very on the fence about whether you want to or not, but this is a yes. I'm curious as to why you're like that. I don't know. I don't know, you could just be really fucking contemplating it when the time does come. Like, really, I don't know why that is. Because you see that the emotions and the feelings are there and, like, you are ready for it, but for some reason, you really do hold back. That is a yes, though. That's coming across as Libra season. September, October. Chelsea. So like being edged on reality TV. Yes. Ow, what the fuck is wrong with this earring? Ow. Alright, boo, hold up. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, babies. Wait. Hold on. Let's see. Ooh, I think I might want to pull. Let me just see what comes out with this. Hold on. But I think I want to pull love blocks. I bet you anything it's going to have some shit in there. Can I do like 3? Libra season again. Definitely around that time. Oh, it has something to do with him. What is that? Interesting. I don't know why. Yeah, the reason that you start to act like that is because you get the feeling that he is. But it's like not. This is just like miscommunication fucking 101 with you two. I'm not mad though with your actions towards this because it's kind of like this is definitely during Libra season. You kind of notice that there's something off with him emotionally. Like, and it does wig you out, right? You're like, I don't know, are you like not into this anymore or some shit? And you throw fucking 4 of Pentacles on his ass, where it is you kind of give him a taste of his own medicine, but it's not where he's like disconnected from this or like doesn't have feelings or anything. I do think that he's probably getting overwhelmed. Whatever, shit's probably just getting real for him. Oh God, my husband's like this. I shouldn't say he is. He used to be. He used to be. My husband's definitely more of the emotional one now, but I do remember when he was like this, when it's like whenever encountered with anything really emotional that happened between us, he would just kind of shut down, or you would just notice like this disconnect or like disassociating. And I remember I used to get really fucking turned off from that. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, I used to be hardcore. I probably wasn't as compassionate as Anna is. Hold on. Let me see love blocks. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever. I'm going to pull love blocks to see if... Oh, that could be maybe. Why? You do too. Okay, anyway. Procrastinate. Don't make someone wait around too long. They might give up on you. Not being you. You were trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. Okay, and then boundaries. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. Criticizing, I don't know. I'll read it anyway. I don't really feel like that's so much. I would say probably more for future. Anyway, criticizing your partner is driving them away. Focus on their good qualities. Okay, anyway, hold on, booze. Oh, I got a fucking headache right over my eye. Yo, like, no shade. I literally forgot my kid was home. I just heard her door. Hopefully she's doing okay. Alright, hold on. Alright, hold up, babies. Abby, if you're in here, boo, let me know. This fucking earring is like hurting me. Alright. Chelsea and Taylor, if y'all got motherfucking questions, hold up. Let's get into it. Okay. Hold on, boo. Hold up, y'all. All right, hold on. Fucking God. No, here we go. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, and I feel like you're on point for not. Oh my God, he might drink, girl, he might drag this out. Hold on. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. Oh my God, don't. Don't. I'm gonna be sick. Are we in Gemini season? I feel like that might have come out the last time. The thing that's like fucking making me sick with this is that it's still whatever. Okay, yeah, he's reaching out, but we haven't changed behavior. I mean, whatever. Yeah, we're making progress, but we're still stuck in a fucking double. We're still stuck in a double. We're still clinging to old behaviors. We're still clinging to shit that keeps us comfortable. We're still clinging to some shit. But I do think that he is gonna reach out in Gemini season, but I'm just afraid like it's not. You're not there yet, boo. You're not there yet. You're still over here in this indecisiveness and like this wishy-washy back and forth shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hold on. You would. Hold on. Oh, you would. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. Yeah. And I think you actually might be taken by surprise, boo. Was a yes. You would. Damn, you would. Could have quite a few options, actually. You would. Not to say that you would not come across some busters, you know what I mean? Because you would. You would, you know what I mean? You would come across, oh my God, just some immature shit. You would be able to clock it immediately, though. That is a yes, though. You absolutely would. I think that you would have a lot of options, and you actually, you would have some options. You would. I think you'd be surprised. Dead ass. Dead ass. And I mean, it is bringing you, yeah, it's bringing you 10 of Pentacles. You know what I mean? And that is, it's long-term commitment, long-term security, stability. It is where you are building a life with someone. You guys like build a legacy together. It genuinely. Think you'd be surprised. Dead ass. Yes. I dare I say I kind of think it might be yeah, Chelsea. That could be Hold on, I want to see if that is just like random or is that like a dating app? Is it more, I guess, like just kind of like message? I think it's more message. I do. I don't think it's like dating app. No, it feels more genuine. It feels more genuine. I do think I don't. Not to say that it wouldn't be. You know what I mean? Because that is the yes, regardless. I kind of feel like it's kind of more of a genuine. Not to, like I don't know. I'm kind of knocking. Kind of knocking dating apps, but this earring hurts, you guys. Ew. Taylor, did you have a question? Hold on, I gotta see if she messaged me. I need to take this fucking thing off. Whatever, I'll do it afterwards. Rebecca, period. Rebecca, are you in here, boo? I think that was you that sent in. Hold on, boo boo. Hold on. Yeah, I do. I think she's avoiding it right now. I do think it's something that she wants. But will she? Yeah, no, she will. I guess will she like follow through with pursuing it? Here we go. Oh my god! Fuck. Oh god. I hope that this is not bad. I just like really hope that she doesn't. I'm traumatized. I think because of Chelsea's readings. I hope she doesn't take this to the extreme. Yeah, I do think she will. Absolutely. I think that she is avoiding it right now. I think that, of course, this is something that she wants to do, but it's something that she's avoiding right now because she thinks that there is like not enough that she's done, right? And I get that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be in a Nine of Pentacles, with wanting to be independent and build on your own and not rely on anybody. I totally get that. You know what I mean? To be self-sufficient truly. And you do see, of course she wants that 10 of Pentacles. You know what I mean? But she wants to do things correctly. She wants to establish a 9 of Pentacles first. She really wants to be like self-sufficient and successful on her own. But you do see genuinely, yeah, she does. It just looks like to me, she just feels like she's not there yet. But it's not like, oh, she's not there emotionally, or she's not there, you know, like sexually, or she's not there, like she's not there like clarity wise on this. No, she's there on that shit. It just seems like she's not there on the Pentacle side of it. Like she wants to whatever, she wants to get success on her own before she gets to that 10 of Pentacles. That's real. All right. See, I just, you know what I mean? Like, don't take that too fucking far. You know what I mean? I get it though. I get it. And I'm not mad. I just don't want her to go like full fucking send into it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't have enough. I'm never gonna have enough. No, but that looked good. It did. I shouldn't say because of Chelsea's ratings. I should have said because of Chelsea motherfucking boo. That's why. You know what I mean? Pissing me off lately. Okay, hold on. Taylor, hold on, boo. Hold on. There you are. Okay, hold on. Oh. Word, okay. Ooh. Mmm. Hold on, Taylor. Hold on, boo. Okay, word. Oh my god, why does this look like that keeps fucking slipping on me? Alright, hold on, Taylor. Let's see. Oh. Sorry. Oh, well, now I see. Well, now I see why there's this distaste that you have for him. He could. Can I see when? He could. If this happens, he could. But walk with me, because if this happens, it could be sometime during like Taurus season of next year. But dead ass, if this happens, it could end up in a rejection. Straight up. I do think that he's got this up his sleeve though, dead ass. Like King of Wands in the reverse coming out, that's what I'm like, well, there I see your distaste for him. I get it. King of Wands in the reverse is fucking Jesus. And no doubt he probably is. You know what I mean? Like it is someone who is very persuasive. It's a player. You know what I mean? Think of a fucking player. Think of someone who is very good at manipulating and very good at getting people to do what they want. You know what I mean? The issues with him are a lot deeper, obviously. It is where it's very controlling, it's very forceful. It's someone who's very weak. You know what I mean? And they're a weak leader, and it just is what the fuck it is, right? Just is what it is, whatever. The Page of Wands coming out with that is that, yeah, I do think that he's kind of got that up his sleeve. Like, it's definitely an idea of his that he's got, and I do think he's thinking about it. He's not taking action on it, and you don't see that. You don't see that there's action that's being taken on this, but there's definitely, like, thoughts, plans, whatever. He's thinking about it. Lover's justice. Obviously, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, he is. He's definitely thinking about it. And I do think that's something that he wants. The thing that's throwing me off, though, is this fucking, Hermit in the reverse, because it could be rejection, no doubt, but I'm not seeing like a Knight come out where I'm like, oh fuck, he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like he's taking action on it. You know what? I'm gonna say I don't know if he will. I think that he's thinking about it, but like a Hermit in the reverse can be someone who prefers being alone. Seriously, like they it is antisocial. It is a recluse energy. It is someone who has rejected themselves from society. It is either he's thinking about it, but I don't think he ever will because he wants to be alone. I'm gonna go with that. Actually, I don't think that's so much a rejection. I don't think he's going to. I think that he prefers his own, being on his own. I'm gonna say no. I don't. No. That took me for a wild ride. At first, I'm like, oh shit, girl, I think he's gonna. No. I think he's thinking about it, but I don't think he's ever gonna follow through on it. No. Mm-mm. No, I know my fucking cards. I know I'd see something different if, like, he did and it ended up in a rejection. You know what I mean? I know I would see, I know the cards would be like, girl, let me show you what happens after that shit. No, I don't think he will. That's okay, alright. Okay. I just kind of feel like he's like, I think he prefers to be by himself. Yeah, like living wise, 100%. That's okay. You know, I mean. Goddamn. All right, boo-boos. I need to plug you guys in. I'm going to refund Abby. I love you guys. Hold on. I don't know why that shit's doing that. I don't know why that's like not plugging in all the way on there. Is that the way it's sitting? Maybe it is. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys have to pee so bad. Stop. How long have we been on here? All right, boo-boos. I gotta pee. I love you. We'll be on here on Sunday. I'm gonna go fix my nail. I broke it. Okay. Bye, boo-boos. I love you guys. Oh my god.